Welcome to the stream. How you doing? That's funny. Yes, the explodey. Gotta love it. How you doing, Quiz? I feel so dumb. Hi, sis pineapple. Man, that was dumb. You couldn't have sent out. I couldn't have sent out a worse go live than said, "Do not come and watch this stream." It's just, it would be impossible. Unless it said, "I hate you and I quit." Like, it would have to be 22K where the boom's left to go. Okay, I know how to fix that, by the way. I can put a limit on things. I have the technology. I can give you one. I'll give you one per stream. How about that? How you like that? Then you'd be in trouble. That's funny. I did a few improvements, actually. I'm really proud of one of them. So when we get around to the game time and we were playing Breath of the Wild, there's something I did that I think is really cool. I actually set up so that you guys can see chat, because I was looking at my VODs and I'm sitting there going, that was really funny. Oh, you guys are so clever. And I didn't read any of the texts, like the actual chat. And so in the VOD, I sound like a crazy person. So it needed to get some kind of only if you give me $7 million. Then I can make it better, stronger, faster. I'll just send the big one. Yeah, there you go. Man, I feel so dumb sending out that go live, but whatever. Oh, $6 million? Well, no, it's inflation. Actually, in today's money, it's probably like 50 million. How long ago was that? That was the 70s, maybe? How long ago was that? That was a long time ago. So long ago that Quiz doesn't even know what we're talking about. 1970s dollars. There you go. Yeah, yeah. Hey, don't even joke. Like the financial thing right now, and it's really weird for me to be talking about it, because for 20 years of ministry, right? It was just go do your job, whatever, preach on tithing when it comes up, and do the annual budget and stuff like that. And so to be having this much brain stuff going on about money and whatnot, and then to kind of hear the anxiety in the house and whatnot, I had to ask my daughter to buy groceries completely for the first time like ever. So that was fun. It's a weird time. So if you got $1 million, then yeah, sure, I'll take it. By the way, check it out. I got official ninja stickers. They look so cool. Hey, Nurse Nerd. Yeah, I'm sorry. Things did not go well yesterday. It was an absolute catastrophe of a day. So it ended okay. I played some board games. I lost substantially. Like, it was bad. I don't know if you ever played Marbles and Cards. At least that's what they're called, Marbles and Cards. And oops, that's not the right sticker. That's the one that Quiz could get if he wanted, but he already has one, so he doesn't need it. So I was playing. It's called Marbles and Cards, and what you do is you get cards, and there's marbles. So hold on, it's sorry, right? You go around a little pattern, you try to get home, go around, and you get home to the little 4, but instead of using a dice, you use cards. So whatever the number of the face card is, that's what you get. Like a 2 goes 2, and an 8 goes 8. But if you get a 4, you go backwards 4. You get a king or an ace. Only a king and an ace will let you out, and a 7 will let you split between 2 marbles, right? So that's the thing. It took me 20, probably more, because it would have been, it would have been over 20 turns before I got a king or an ace. So the person I was playing, Owl, he actually had gotten around, like, had been playing by himself for 20 straight turns. It was awful. And then I shot myself in the foot. So right at the end, because it's got a really interesting little foible where you if you get that -4, like if you play a 4 right after you got out, you technically go back 4, and then you get to go straight home. Like you've only got to go back 4, and then you can go home, so you don't have to go there around the board. And he was on the other side where I was, and I'm like, ah ha ha, I finally got you, and I plunked down on him to send him home, and he had a 4, so we went back and then won the game. I felt so dumb. It's sorry, yeah, it's sorry with cards, yeah. So this is a first sticker. How do you like them apples? Isn't that nice? Man, I'm so excited to send these out. And then this is the second. Cricket. Nobody knows the rules to cricket. Come on, nobody. And then I got this one. Official Ninja. Man, Rezzy did such a good job on this. We always kind of negotiate, right? It's like, hey, do you want to do this? And what do you think of this? And what do you think of that? And so, you know, of course, I help by saying, yes, please draw that. So but I can't really take any credit for it. But it's sick looking, man. That's a nice looking sticker. And so what I'm going to do with these, I'm actually doing 2 things with them. 3? 2? Yeah, probably 2. And I'm going to take them, and I'm gonna send them to because they look really cool, and they're sort of like special. I'm gonna send it to some folks that have been like really instrumental in helping my channel. Yeah, like Pastor Dustin and Jate and whatever, to be able, like, people who've been just really helpful and awesome to me. I'm gonna pay them back for their hours and hours of dedication with a sticker, so it's equal, you know, like 1 to 1. And then I'm gonna use them later for the whatever fundraiser thing we're doing. So I've got a few things stacked, right? So I've got these, and then Ransom just finished editing the last my most recent collection of sermons, which is on the book of Hebrews. That can be set aside. I can Coffee actually has a system where I can put it in there, and only people who are members can get it. So that and then I don't know what I'm going to do after that. There's going to be some kind of incentive situation. If you have ideas, put them in the stream ideas. But we're going to do it. I just don't know how, as far as like, do you do it for a week? Do you do it for a day? Like, I can't do a marathon. I learned that. I am far too weak of constitution to be able to do like a 72-hour stream like some of those crazy people do. So like, do you do it just for the week? Anybody who does it, you know, who joins this week? But how does that become special? You know what I mean? Like, it's just a week of streaming. Not like I'm doing anything different. It's just a week of streaming. So I don't know. It's hard. It's hard for me to figure out, because I don't like emphasizing it. I don't like thinking about it. I don't like talking about it. But it's necessary, right? Hi, Jillican. It's good to see you. She came in. How you doing? Blueshroom back. Yo! How's Blueshroom? How you doing, man? How goes the pixel art? How goes school? What's going on, my dude? Waves to everybody. Good to see you, Jill. How are things? I still haven't fixed my speakers. We were playing Tekken yesterday, so we were last night. Like, yesterday was basically a write-off. We woke up, things were not good. Things got worse. Things were rough. By the time we got to the evening, you know, my son and I've been coming downstairs, and he's been struggling with headaches and stuff, and so I've been trying to like hang out with him a bit more. And so we came down here. We played Tekken for a little while. That was so much fun, but the sound kept going in and out. So we'd be, you know, fighting, and all of a sudden it would just disappear, and be sitting quietly with our, and then it'll come back on. So I gotta fix that. That's just the way it is. I gotta fix that speaker. It's not gonna be hard. Just a loose wire or something on the inside where the power goes. Thank you, sir. Gibraltar, my man.
Fun fact,
thank you.
The number 19 is the 8th prime number.
It is. Is it really? I'm not gonna confirm, because I'll just embarrass myself trying to count prime numbers. How are you, my friend? Thank you for coming in. Thank you for dropping by. Gibraltar is instrumental, by the way. Speaking of people who are instrumental in here, he's been done such a good job. Lately, he's been helping with the Taco Network, a Taco Network Discord, and it's almost done. It's gonna be awesome. And then we're gonna move everybody over there, except for, like, you know, subs and whatnot. But it's gonna be great. And so it sounds like it's gonna launch real soon, real soon. Yeah, it's been a long time. So, do you have a day off, or are you just kind of showing up for lunch, or how are you able to get here now? Why haven't you been here before? No, it's all good. Redeemed by Adonai. Are seraphim what we would consider actual dragons? No, they're an legion. They're angels. They're a type of angel. Fiery serpent, 3 sets of wings, 5 foot. Description. I mean, seraphim doesn't translate to flying serpent. What? I call shenanigans. Hold on. We're gonna Blue Letter Bible, and we're gonna type in seraphim. Seraphim? Is that a thing? I don't know how to spell seraphim. What verse is that? It's Isaiah 6:2. Let's go there. And we'll go to the Blue Letter Bible. You guys want to follow along? Why don't you follow along at home? Let's do this thing. There you go. Boom. There you go. Isaiah, and above it says seraphims. And we'll go like here, and then we'll go to tools. No, we want tools. Tools, I said. Yes, that's the one. And then the seraphims, we're gonna go click on that one, which is Hebrew. We're gonna go Kraum, which says masculine noun, Sao Ralph, which is fire serpent. Well, how about that? I didn't know that. That's so interesting. I learned something today by Redeemed by Adonai. Serpent usually venomous, probably from above. Absolutely numbers, whatever. Arabic parallels. See Jacob. Flying serpent or dragon. How about them apples? Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good one, man. Enjoy your sleep. I hope it works well. Winged angels as opposed to cherubim. Yeah, well, I have not. My angelology is loose. Hey, Beardsley, good to see you. I haven't spent a lot of time. Yeah, no kidding. This is kind of cool. I had no idea. Species of venomous serpents, flying dragon, supposed to be for the Greek pies Dave. I think that's it. I don't know. Boy, it's been a long time since I did Greek. Inflamed bite, derived is thought to be. That's so interesting. So interesting. That's a fairly new phone, though, dude. What happened to your phone? Did you drop your phone? Man, I kind of like that. It's interesting to me. Redeemed by Adonai. That's interesting because you've got the way that we describe dragons, right? We think of dragons from the sky, mythological creatures, etc., etc. And so when you start equating dragons to, scripture and stuff like that, it tends to push away or pull aside the the veracity of the scriptures or whatever, to be able to say, oh, I see, that's why it's a myth or whatever. But you can actually look at it the opposite way, which is basically to say that, like the myths of dragons, were based on the scriptures, which were talking about the, like these fiery serpents or whatever. And again, a lot of it is metaphorical, or is shall we say, illustrative of trying to describe an angelic heavenly being, right? You don't really get a perfect description. It's like, this is what it, this is the vibe, right? This is the vibe. Same, you look at the vision in Daniel, or you look at the vision in Revelation or whatever. You have, really, it's giving the vibe, right? Like, did Jesus actually have a sword coming out of his mouth? No. Did was it really clay feet? And you're like, no, but that's the it's meant to give the sort of a feeling of what it would be like to stand in front of them. And so, yeah, that's kind of cool. I learned something today. Very, very cool. Maybe I should brush up in my angelology. Yeah, Crispy, I don't know. Well, you got to look it up, Adonai. I'm only open to the concept by looking it up. Yeah, well, I mean, that's true, right? I mean, it's sort of like the flood narrative, right? Adonai, where you? I'm not gonna call you Adonai. I'm gonna call you redeemed. Like it's sort of like the flood narrative. Every nation, every ancient nation has a flood narrative. Each one's kind of got their own like take on it, but common around the world and of ancient times. Everybody goes, yeah, there was a flood, you know. Yeah, and it shows them anthropomorphic, and like the angel that stood before Joshua, right? A lot of people, a lot of theologians consider that to be a Christophany, which is a sighting of Jesus before he was in Bethlehem. Like there's a few Christophanies in the Old Testament, and so that means like, what does that mean? I don't know. Redeem says, I came across this while trying to write a book and wanted to be as accurate on the descriptions of angels as possible. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, serpent, that's a weird thing, because it would be an interesting thing to do. Hi, thank you for the lurk. It'd be an interesting thing to contrast the concept of serpent as in the serpent of, Genesis chapter 3, the serpent of in Revelation, right, with the dragon in Revelation, because it's sort of like the morning star, right? You've got the morning star, which is bad guy in Old Testament, and morning star, which is good guy in New Testament, right? Like, so it's, how do you the compare and contrast of that? That'd be an interesting study. Crispy says, if you look at the woolly mammoth skull, its eye sockets would be on the sides and look like ear holes, but its tusk would be a big hole in the middle. And theorized that Greek legends of the Cyclops are based on finding woolly mammoth skulls and thinking them as giants. Oh, that's fun. I love that. That's cool. And pineapple, yeah, I mean, many works of God have counterfeit, and that's it, right? It's interesting because you get this idea of something that's true, and then you've got these, derivations of it throughout history that kind of go down to, heaven knows what. But like, for example, Abraham Lincoln is a great example of that. Like, he's recent history, and the amount of myths that have come up around him, or George Washington, right? Or any of the any historical figures that have made big impacts in the world. It came, like, people just create myths around them, like fake legends about them, because it's like Paul Bunyan, like there was probably a guy who's super big, cut down trees lots, and had I don't know if he had a blue bull, but there's probably a guy. Consider that Lucifer is a seraphim. Hey, there you go. All right. Dude, I really like where you're going with that. That's pretty cool, man. That's really cool. Like I said, I don't know enough to be able to say yes, no, or otherwise, but what you're talking about certainly does ring as having some veracity, as they say. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Nurse Nerd's right. The fourth person in a fiery furnace, and there's a couple others that I can't remember. XtianNinja, do you recommend the Blue Letter Bible for looking up the original translation of a text in? I do. I mean, it's super easy, right? That's why I keep going back to it, because it's super easy, and it's based on actual like Greek dictionaries, as opposed to whatever the like someone's translation of this is what it sounds like. It actually gives you like an actual picture of an actual like in Greek to English dictionary, which is cool. But I would say that the best, if I had the best thing, like I have, you can go to Logos, which is free if you download the free version, and it has some Greek to English dictionaries in it, which are pretty cool. Yeah, I could pull that up. Yeah, let's pull that up and see what we can do with that. Crispy Bible Hub is cheap, easy. Yep, Bible Hub is good too. Yep, BLB. I'm only able to give you a third hand on it, but it translates out fiery serpent, which has been fiery reflection according to what Moses' staff. Oh, dude, wow, that goes deep. Holy mackerel, that goes deep. All right, let's what was it, Isaiah something? Isaiah 6:2. Here, you guys can come along for the ride here, since we're completely distracted. All right, let's crack this bad boy open. So here is Isaiah 6:2 in the in my Logos Bible study software. Let's do this for fun. Seraphim, nowhere else applied to God's attendant angels except for in Isaiah 6:2, but to the fiery, flying, not winged, but rapidly moving serpents, which bit the Israelites, called so from the poisonous inflammation caused by their bites. Right? Seraph is to burn, implying the burning zeal, dazzling brightness, and serpent-like rapidity of the seraphim in God's service. See, that's where I was going, is that the vibe of the what you were looking at, as in, like, it's not necessarily a flying serpent, but the fact that when they were talking about it, it moved very quickly, like and it had, you know, fire and caused burning, like and so when they went looking for a word to describe, that's what it, you know, that's what it kind of came down to. Right? Perhaps Satan's form as a serpent in his appearance to man has some concession with his original form as a seraph of light. See, yeah, like you were talking about, redeemed, right? The head of a serpent is a symbol of wisdom in Egypt. 2 seraphim with 6 wings on one face can hardly be identified as a cherubim, which had 4 wings. In the temple, only 2 and 4 faces, but face and feet imply a human form, something of serpentine form. Perhaps a basilisk's head in the temple of Thebes may have been mixed with it. So the cherub was compounded of various animal forms. However, seraph may have come from root meaning princely, applied in Daniel to Michael, just as a cherub comes from the root word meaning noble. See, I love that stuff. Now, it's hard. Like, what we're talking about is really, really complex, because it's not just one thing, right? You don't just kind of go, this exactly translate to that, right? That's just not how it works. What you do is you go, okay, this word, where did it come from? Why did they use it? What was the purpose behind it? Because often what you'll find in scripture is they pick a word that not only has, you know, illustrative points, as in, like, it points to other things, but it also connects to the world, like, within context of the world around it. So you'd have to kind of know, like it said, the history of Egypt, how Egypt saw serpents, how Egypt saw winged creatures, you know, the way that you had in the ancient times, like, all this stuff kind of really comes together. It really comes together, and that's what makes it so complicated. That's why it's so dangerous to just kind of grab onto one thing and just kind of go, well, since, you know, seraph means fiery serpent, therefore dragon, right? That's the danger. But if you go deeper on it, and I only read one commentary, so, like, whatever. It's not, you know, one commentary does not a study make. But, you know, you kind of go there, and actually, well, it was quick, like, and it, you know, they bit and left a burning sensation and inflammation in the Israelites, what they were biting, which sort of similar to what they were trying to describe this angelic being as, you know, and so there's all kinds of ways that you can go about it. So you don't necessarily get to dragon, but what you can get to is to say that the description of, you know, yeah, interlinear Bible's pretty cool.
No!
Oops. Do not hit that button. All right, cool. Hi, Jonathan and Ruth. How you doing? Good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you. Sorry, I missed a bunch while I was busy ranting. Yeah, and dragons, right? Dragons are worldwide, and they have so many different types of descriptions to them. Did you notice you go live? Yes, I did, Lightgate. I did. At the last possible second. It was awful. What a terrible go live. You couldn't pick... Thanks, Gibraltar. You couldn't pick a worse go live than this is fake. Don't watch this stream. It's all totally fake. Like, it was just a way to tell people, you know, get lost. I don't want you, on my stream. But I'm glad you guys are here. That's kind of fun. I don't know all the theories or thoughts on it, but my thoughts would be that those could be the ones that lost legs, as did Satan, considering Satan used as a catch-all description. Yeah, exactly, right? So, yeah, exactly. Not just one dude, but, like, the idea of the enemy, right? Yeah. Yeah, and again, you start talking about titles and names, right? Even that changes consistently for God, for, you know, for the enemy, for demons, even for characters in the Bible. They, you know, their names just switch, right? And so, yeah, you can't, it's not as simple as what a lot of people make it out to be, and just grabbing onto the most basic thing that makes sense to a Western mind. So yeah, you like that, Gibraltar? That's pretty cool. By the way, if anybody who's here, I want to show you my new stickers. Hold on, we're gonna do this. Yep. See, new stickers. Aren't they cool? Those are going to be used in the as incentives for the fundraiser soon, and I'm going to be sending them out to some awesome people. By the way, if you are a lurker, if you're here and lurking, there's something else that's cool. If you're here and lurking, you can get this sticker just by lurking. All you have to do is get to 100k of points, hit the button, and then I will send you a sticker just for lurking, because lurking is loving. Well, good. That was a nice little tangent. That was fun. Normally what we do is we jump into a Devo each stream, and so why don't we do that first, and then we'll get into some other fun things. Yeah, well, that's it. But legends and myths, though they are obviously not truth, they come from somewhere, right? They come from somewhere. Like Ring Around the Rosie. That's a good example too. Like Ring Around the Rosie is something that you got all these kids singing these days. They don't recognize where it came from. You know, like it had to do with the plague, and it had to do with all kinds of horribleness. It's just like, so it goes from something terrible to something you sing while skipping rope. Like it's years tend to corrupt things, but that doesn't mean it didn't start somewhere. As I said, man, I don't have theories of it. Yeah. Dragon's a good guy. Like, if you want to talk about dragon stuff, he's your guy. Yeah, let's jump into the verse of the day. Here, I'm gonna open up my ESV. There we go. Yep, there we go. So we're gonna talk. Yeah, there's a Devo. Thank you so much. So we're gonna talk about the best restaurant in all of the Old Testament. Well, yeah. Well, there's a lot to study, Dragon, and across multiple colors, multiple cultures. Thanks for the follow, dude. Appreciate it. Yo, Zach. Unfortunately, we don't have alerts on this screen, but there you go. You got it for you. Let me pray, and then we're gonna jump into the into this study, talk about different contrasting wisdoms. God, thank you for this day. Thank you for your love, and thank you for the intricacy of Scripture. It's amazing that we can sit here and we can mine it out and never, ever, ever get bored and never, ever reach the bottom of it. It's like a mine that always produces diamonds. We're very thankful for that. We also need your wisdom, and we need your insight. We need your spirit to lead us. We need your guidance to be standing on your foundation, to recognize it's all about you, Jesus. It's requires a lot of humility. It's easy for us to divide over your word, to use your word as something that we can argue with and even hurt people with. But you gave it to us to point us at hope, to help us understand ourselves, to help us know you better. So I pray that you'd help us to do that today. As we turn in this afternoon or this evening to your word, may you honor and glorify yourself through a little bit of attention to you. In Jesus' name, amen. I love etymology. Yeah, okay, so what we're going to talk about today is Proverbs chapter 9. Our verse today, as you saw go by, was Proverbs 9:6, which it's got a really cool art here. Where you at? Yeah, so the verse itself is, leave your simple ways and live and walk in the way of insight. So there's that. But hold on, I messed something up here. What did I do? Okay, I'm not gonna mess with that. It's all of a sudden I got a million checkboxes in OBS. I don't know what to do with them. Okay, let's just read it. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna see Solomon in Proverbs contrast two different women, or two different, places to go, houses or restaurants, or whatever you want to talk about them being. He's going to contrast two places, two women, two seductresses, like there's two things. and one of them is wisdom and one of them is folly. And so in Proverbs, he's speaking to his child, he's speaking to, you know, like everybody who will come after him, and he's talking about the importance of wisdom. One of the ways that it's not just about here's a good idea or here's how to deal with this situation. What he's trying to really get across, especially at the very beginning of Proverbs, is to say you have to pursue the concept of wisdom. You have to pursue the desire for a wise life. You can't just go, I want to just know right and wrong. I want to be able to know what my path in life is, and then I'll just journey that. You have to pursue, because life is so complex and there's so many things happening. There's so many millions of choices, and everything is changing from year to year, moment to moment, you know, family to family, culture to culture, that the pursuit of wisdom is going to overarch all of that and allow you to live a godly life. But it is so hard to identify sometimes between wisdom and folly, or right and wrong and right and best, that the argument here, or the idea, the teaching here, is to say, are you willing to seek wisdom as opposed to fall for the trap of folly? So let's read it together. And it says, wisdom has built her house, she has hewn her 7 pillars, right? It's strong, as in it's, you know, 7's a good whole number in the Bible. She has slaughtered her beasts, and she has mixed her wine. She has also set her table. So there's wisdom. This is presented as a woman, the woman who is wisdom, and she has a very nice place, and she has a very strong house, and she has made dinner, and she's mixed her wine. She's set the table, and then she has sent out her young women to call from the highest places in town. Whoever is simple, let him turn in here. To him who lacks sense, she says, come and eat of my bread and drink of the wine I have mixed. Leave your simple ways and live and walk in the way of insight, right? Or leave the company of the simple. So you have this one house, and she's standing there at the beginning, and you can kind of think of it like, you look at a bazaar, or you look at like you go to like a mall, and you see all the different restaurants in the colony there, or in the cafeteria, and you got someone who's standing there, and they've got samples, and they're trying to say, come and eat here, come and look at here, it's ready to go. If you really like whatever, burger, taco, fries, whatever's there, come here. And so instead of offering the food, right, she's not offering the food. What she's saying is, if you want to not be simple, or if you don't want to see the world just black and white, if you don't want to simply live as someone who is 2 inches in the world and isn't really able to make depth decisions, doesn't understand God, doesn't understand what's happening in this world, if you don't want to be basically a fool, right? Whoever's simple, right? It doesn't say that simple is bad. What it means is simple is someone who is still learning, who doesn't have a lot of experience. If you want to grow, he does need meat. Give that boy some meat. At the very least, some beans. Whoever's simple, let him turn in here. So that's the invitation, right? So we keep going, and you hear from the woman. So when say you walk into there, what will you hear? What's he gonna say? She says, whoever corrects a scoffer gets himself abuse, and he who reproves a wicked man incurs injury. Do not reprove a scoffer, or he will hate you. Reprove a wise man, and he will love you. Give instruction to a wise man, he will be still wiser. Teach a righteous man, and he will increase in learning. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is insight. For by me your days will be multiplied, and years will be added to your life. If you are wise for yourself. If you scoff, you alone will bear it. This is the teaching of the woman, right? Of the wise woman who's inviting you to her house, who is ready, who wants to turn you from simple into wise. She says, the understanding of being wise is that if someone tells you something you don't want to hear, right? If whoever corrects a scoffer gets abuse, but whoever reproves a wicked man incurs injury. But if you reprove a wise man, as in you tell him he's wrong, he'll love you. Don't be the scoffer, right? If someone, like she's saying, I will come and I will teach you. I will come and I will help you. Wisdom will show you right and wrong. Your instinct is going to be to say, you can't tell me what to do. You don't know me. You don't know my situation. You don't, that doesn't meet what I feel. That doesn't meet what I think. That doesn't, it's not how I grew up. It's not what my culture says, right? And they will return to you, and with scoffing, they'll abuse the person who is trying to show them the right way. However, if you are seeking wisdom and you're reproved, then if you are wise, as in you're someone who's seeking what is best, not just simply what is common or what everybody thinks or what the world has been doing or whatever you feel is right, then you will listen to that correction and you will love the one who corrected you, right? If you're wise, you will be the one who listens to instruction. You'll listen to reproval. You will listen to learning, right? Where does all this come from? Well, it begins with the fear of the Lord, right? It begins with the knowledge of God. So by definition, if you put these together, then the opposite of wisdom is one who does not fear the Lord and doesn't care about the knowledge of God, isn't willing to say, I'm starting with understanding there is a God and everything comes after that. I'm starting with my life as whatever God says, fear of the Lord, right? That's the best way. So I'm going to go seek his word and seek his people and seek his counsel. After that, if you eliminate those two lines, all you get is someone who is going to be stirring towards folly, going to be living towards being dumb. This is at the end. Like, if you want to live a good, long, fruitful, meaningful life, if you want to live one where you are, things are working out for you, then you'll live a life of wisdom. Right? And that's, if you keep going all the way through script, through the Proverbs, it's like, be careful what you eat, be careful with your money, be careful with your relationships, make sure you keep your commitments, don't be a gossip, don't be a slanderer, let go of all the, if you've got troubles with someone, just let it go, just overlook it. Like, all these things that you'll see throughout the rest of the book and, before, after here, are going to be ways that you will be able to live a good life, right? You're not going to have a bunch of enemies. If you are trying your best to get along with people, you're not going to be in debt, and you're not going to be, wrecked financially. If you're careful with your money, you're not going to have a bunch of time on your hands to get yourself in trouble. If you're actually, doing your work and fulfilling your responsibilities, right? You're not going to have a bunch of people up your nose about stuff if you keep your word, right? Things like that. If you're wise for yourself, as in your wisdom. If you pursue wisdom because you want wisdom, it's going to help you, right? You will be a better person for it. You will help yourself by seeking wisdom. If you scoff, right, you're going to stand alone. If you scoff wisdom, if you scoff at the wisdom of God, you scoff at what the Lord is teaching you, you scoff at the idea of there being a God, then whatever comes upon you, you will not have anybody to back you up. It'll be all your fault, and you'll be the one standing there going, yep, I did the dumb, I'm a fool, and I should have listened to wisdom, right? You will be alone in the end. Now you got the other restaurant. You got this other woman on the other side, and this is the way of folly. So the woman folly is loud. We got you contrast, right? You got wisdom has built her house, she has slaughtered her beasts, and she has sent out her young men to call from the highest places, whoever's simple, turn in here, right? You've got an invitation from this woman who is in charge of everything, and she's sent out people into call from the highest place, come and turn in here. This woman is the woman of folly, is loud. She is seductive, right? She knows nothing. She sits at the door of her house and takes the seat in the highest places in town, calling to those who pass by. It's interesting to think that she doesn't have young women, or she doesn't have servants or helpers or whatever like that. She doesn't have a bunch of people that go out. What she has is just herself yelling, seductively from her front door, sitting there trying to get elevated into people's lives and showing how great it is to be her, calling to those who pass by, who are going straight on their way, as in the ones who are walking towards where they need to be. They're on the straight and narrow, like they're heading the right way. Whoever is simple, if you're looking for the right way to live, if you're looking for the best way to have life, if you're looking for, seductive implies, sexual attractiveness. The sitting at the high places in town implies having, an elevated status. If you're looking for how to live well, come in here. And to him who lacks sense, she says, stolen water is sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. right? Her message, and again, she doesn't have a full giant paragraph here at the end talking about the importance of all of her teachings right now. The only thing we hear from her is stolen water is sweet and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. What does that mean? Essentially what it's saying is that the woman of folly says, it doesn't matter how you achieve something. It doesn't matter who gets hurt by whatever you do. It doesn't matter how you come upon some good thing or something that you want, because the end justifies the means, right? You have the water. It's so much better when you've stolen it. You're going to feel, like if you've taken it upon yourself, like it's so much better. Bread eaten in secret is pleasant. Like the stuff that you get, it doesn't matter how you got it. You knowing that you have it and it's in secret, it's so good. Isn't it great when you put one over on someone? Isn't it great when no one else knows how you got it and nobody knows where it came from, but you're feeling really good about it? Like, it's so good, don't you think? You've heard this probably from other people who were like, I hurt this many people, or I went over this many people, or I stepped on this many people to get to where I am today. And it's so great, like the wake of destruction I left in my path. I'm so great because of all the people I destroyed. I've actually heard it from some pastors who says something like this, very famous ones, who will say, they'll have a church of 10,000 people or whatever, 20,000 people, and they'll stand up and they'll write a book. How did you get here? And it'll always have the same thing in the beginning where it'll say, I really regret how I built my ministry. I really regret that I didn't know my kids, and I didn't, take care of my wife. And I all I cared about was building the ministry and making sure we had enough money and talking, becoming important and whatever. But now that I've achieved this giant, ministry, this huge influence, I look back on it and go, boy, I really wish I would have done better with my family and been less concerned about this. However, here's how I did it. And it'll just tell you to, ruin your family and ruin your health and whatnot. Like it's really great to be part of a ministry when you have stolen that time from your family and stolen that time from your kids and stolen that time from your marriage and stolen that time from your health and stolen that time from your, it's so great when you finally get to that place in ministry or that place in life where you've pulled energy and pulled love out of other people and never given it back. Or bread eaten in secret, right? The wealth that you have that nobody even knows about because you have been squirreling it away, or you have been taking it from people, or you haven't been generous with it, right? All of that secret stuff that you have piled up somewhere nobody knows. It's so nice to have. It doesn't matter how you got it and who you had to step on to get it. But he does not know that the dead are there, right? So in the restaurant, when you walk into it and when you finally see this woman, you step in there, you don't get sweet water. You don't get amazing, wonderful bread. What you get is, people that are dead. And her guests are in the depths of Sheol. Like, you walk into this place and you just fall straight down into the, straight to hell. I'm reminded in this verse and in what's going on here is, yeah, it's true. And Sis Pineapple's right. You ruin your family's health is something that non-Christians can do on their climb to the top. And it's something Christians do. They really do. I'm reminded, like, in my life right now, there is a lot of temptations. There's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of things that I can do. So right now, you guys know my financial situation. It's difficult. It's difficult and it's weird and it's not something I've ever been. You guys know the ministry that we have, which is very public. It's very out there. It's very, social and whatnot. That the stresses of my family and whatever, right? And so there's going to be two really distinct ways that a person could deal with this. You've got the way of wisdom, which says, listen to instruction, be patient. When someone tells you you're doing something wrong, listen, seek God first, seek the Lord first, seek prayer first, listen to what God would say, listen to his priorities, figure out what Jesus would say, study scriptures and recognize that his provision comes when it comes. It doesn't often come the way you think it will. And he will always, take care of his people, but it'll be that he is, it's daily bread. It's not, here's a lump sum for the rest of your life. And it'll often come through perseverance, which requires suffering, which, this is what God says, this is how it works. And so if you're willing to listen, hey, Shihui, good to see you. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Right. If you listen to that side, then you kind of go, man, that's going to take forever. And I'm going to be so anxious, and the people I care about are going to be so anxious, and everybody's around is going to be freaking out. Maybe I should consider, the other thing, which is the other side of it, which is, maybe I'll just start doing some things that are shady, right? I'll lie on my taxes. I'll lie to the government to get a bit more money. I'll lie to the people who are supporting me so that they will, maybe send me more, or I'll steal, right? Or I will do something that is shady in the background to make myself feel better, right? I'll go do a bunch of sins that'll make me feel better so that I can do better when I'm doing ministry. Or I'll do a bunch of, I'll go scream at my family, or I'll go yell at people who aren't being the way I want them to, because they're adding stress to my life, and therefore, they deserve to get yelled at, right? That's the temptation. And Folly says, you're going to feel better after you've screamed out your family, after you've stolen some stuff, after you've lied to people, because you'll have that pile, you'll know where it came from, and you'll finally have that security. And it's true. That says, but no, because it'll lead to hell. There are a lot of ministries out there, a lot of people who have built their ministry, their empire, their whatever, on lies and on fakery and on trickery and whatnot. And in the end, they just, there you go. Yeah. And in the end, they end up, shot in the foot. Your sin will find you out, is what the Bible says, and it absolutely will. So I look at you, I think of you guys. Each of you is facing a different thing, right? And in your life, whether it be your job, your relationships, your schooling, your stress, your family, your whatever it is, you've got two distinct paths laying before you, and two women calling from both sides. You got one that's basically saying, if you don't know what to do, come see me. I am wisdom. Listen to me. Do what I say. Seek the Lord. The listen to reproof. Listen to instruction. Be patient. Seek God. And then the other one on this side that says, do it quickly. Your appetite's what's most important. Nobody will ever find out. You will, you deserve to have a good feeling. You deserve to, whatever's pleasant, you deserve to have, doesn't matter what the cost is. And though sitting here and right now, you can kind of go, well, of course I would take the God path. Of course I would. Look into chat right now and look at all the people and look into your life right now and ask the question, how many times you took the shortcut? How many times you took the emotional path? How many times you stepped into the way of folly because you thought it was going to be easier, quicker, that it was going to, build you up, that it was going to be something that you could get away with, and later went, I have such regret because I either shot myself in the foot for something forever, or I hurt people I care about, or I ruined myself for something I wanted. And how many times you have done the hard part and done the wisdom part, and that you went, in the end, boy, that was worth it, because I don't feel regret. I don't feel afraid. And I could tell people what I was doing, and I could ask them for help, and I didn't feel like I was manipulating anybody. And I didn't scream. My relationships are stronger because I trusted God, and I didn't, hurt my relationship simply because I was scared, right? You've probably experienced both sides. And the question is, in this moment, as you look into the possibility of what you're going to do, right? Which way are you going to go? It wasn't when I was Christian, so it didn't count. There you go. All right. That's funny. Well, I mean, that's been paid for then. Yeah, you're fine. But yeah, I'm going to, that's the challenge, right? That's the question is, will you do the hard part and do the hard thing and step in the way of wisdom, or are you going to make the foolish decision too? I'm going to ask a question during the question of the day, and we're going to talk about it. And the question is basically, what's the dumbest thing you ever did, and why was it so tempting to do? So we can kind of talk about the stories of, why, when I pursued folly, what was the end result, and why did I even do it in the first place? That's the question of the day. Let me pray, and then we're gonna jump into that. God, thank you that you are available, and that you say that if we need wisdom, we can ask for it, and you'll grant it. That if we need insight, you will be there. That you lead us. That you amplify our conscience. That you live inside of us, and you make us spiritually sensitive. That you are ever seeking to clean us up. That you are kicking down the doors of our heart to be able to let more light in. And that as you have made us born again, as you changed our clothes, as you turned us into different people, we get to see your priorities and live like you. We recognize that everything that we keep trying to do in good without you ends up just being filthy rags. It's useless and gross. So we want to listen to you. We want to be sensitive to you, and we want to do things your way. And often your way is not our way, and your thoughts are not our thoughts. So help us to be humble before you, to walk in the way of wisdom. In Jesus' name, amen. The question of the day. So the question of the day today, if you're curious, is what's the dumbest thing you ever did? And what made it so tempting to do? Right? What made it so tempting to do? Hey, Wink for Jesse, good to see you. And welcome to everybody who's new. My name's XtianNinja, in case you don't know who I am. I'm a full-time streamer right now. And I am looking, and we've been building a community here, building an open, encouraging, and a meaningful online family. We use gaming, and we use real talk, and we use God's truth to put together that community. And we also work really hard to serve the Christian content creator community of people who are on Twitch every day, and on stream every day, and on building videos and whatnot every day, digital art, music, and they're trying to serve God in a special way. And we try to help them through what we call the Taco Network, which is the Alliance for Creative Outreach, which is a group of people who are seeking to train. I do training every Friday for a group of creators. And then we meet together, and we gather together, and we help each other, and we hold each other accountable to do great and godly work. That's what I do here. Tell me about yourself, the new people who have come through. Shui. How do you want me to say your name? I want to call you Shu. And Adonai, tell me about yourself. What's going on today? And what are you like? And yeah, the dumbest. Let's go with one of the dumbest then. Yeah, Zach. Just on the list of on the list of dumb things that you've done, pick one of the top 10. Yeah. I think for me, when I was a young man, the one that leaps to mind, especially since all I'm thinking about these days is finances, and that is my wife and I, when we were married, she'd buy something. And my instinct, because I was young and dumb, was, well, if you get something, I get something, right? Like if she's like, I need a mixer, or I want a couch, and I'd be like, well, if you get a couch, I get a TV, and if you get a mixer, I get a guitar or something. Like it was this weird tit for tat comparison, competition between me and her to see how quickly we could dig ourselves into debt, and it was dumb. It made no sense. And I ask her, why did I do that? Why was it so tempting? Well, because I got stuff, and I used her as a convenient excuse to get things that I wanted. But in truth, it was just selfish and stupid about a bunch of things that I didn't. And then she did the same. She's like, well, if you get this, I get that. And then we just mutually destructed each other. That's definitely one of the dumbest things that I ever did, for sure. I mean, my list of dumb things is probably long and glorious. If I can think through a few that I can actually share. Yeah. Takes hours to get to that. You just get out. Dude, nurse, you know what? Every month I have, every month I get a letter from a bank, one of two banks, that offers me my entire annual spending, like my entire annual budget. It offers me to spend it in a day. It'll say, you have access to this many tens of thousands of dollars worth of line of credit, or, whatever. All you're already pre-approved. Just come down here and spend the money. And it's this invitation to slavery. And I can do it like that. And they wouldn't stop. Nobody would stop me. I could walk out there and buy a brand spanking new car or whatever, like right off the lot, and nobody would stop me. And then I'd be in debt for 100 years. Like, it would be, it just makes no sense. Yeah, that's the thing I can actually share. Yeah, right, Samus, exactly. And yeah, that's exactly right, Nurse. I think of that all the time. Right? It's not worth it. That's why one of the dumbest things I could do right now is panic and go and, sell myself or, to a loan or to a, some kind of government contract or some kind of dumb thing where I'd be tied to something that would impact my ministry or my relationship with my family. It'd be dumb. Even though it's uncomfortable, the discomfort will not go away if I do the dumb thing. But what about you? What's your dumb thing? What's one of the dumbest things you've ever done? And why was it so tempting to do it? I'm trying to think through some other dumb stuff I've done in the past. Yeah. Oh, there was one. Okay. Here's one. So I used to work for Blockbuster Video. When I graduated seminary, I didn't have a job. I didn't have a ministry to go to yet. And so I went and worked for Blockbuster Video. And I went in there as the associate manager, because I have a master's degree now. And so I can be associate manager at Blockbuster. And I, give me a second there, Shu. There, at Christmas or sometime around there when there was a big transition of electronics, they were throwing out Game Boy Colors? Game Boy Color, I think, what it was. And so they had like a big case, and they weren't renting them anymore. So they just went and threw them in the garbage, right? And they're like, thank you so much. I so appreciate that. Thank you. Very kind. Appreciate it. And if you want to support me, coffee's the way to go. I could definitely use a bunch more monthly help if you're so inclined. But to continue the story, so I was so there I was in Blockbuster watching them, the associate manager, and they're throwing them in the dumpster. And I'm like, I want one. Why can't I have one? You're throwing them in the garbage. Can't I take one and take it home? I would love to have one of these. They're like, no, our policies, we don't do that. You throw it in the garbage, you're not allowed to have it. I'm like, that's a dumb policy, but okay. And so after work, so they were throwing through it a whole bunch of it. And then after work, I came back to the dumpster, opened it up, grabbed one, and took it out. And I took it home, and I'm like, hey, look, I got this thing. Immediately convicted, immediately felt like just terrible. And so the next day, took it to work, and I threw it in the dumpster. And then I went into work, and I sat, I said to the boss, I had a moment of weakness last night. I went to the dumpster, I pulled out one of those Game Boy, boxes, and I took it home, and I'm like, man, I shouldn't have done that. So I just want you to know I threw it back. I don't have it anymore. And she said, okay, you're fired. And I lost my job that day. Gone. Why did I do that? I'm a sucker for electronics. I'm a sucker for like nerdy stuff. But that's not a good enough reason. It's just like, I just wanted this thing and it got stuck in my brain. It's like, it made no sense why I couldn't have it, since, everybody else could have it. So that's like someone could rent it or whatever. That's what I meant. Like, and anybody else would have done the same. And why couldn't I? And then I got fired. So that's I think that's one of the dumbest for sure. Shu says, well, I'm 30 years of age. Gave my life to Christ back when I was 16. Gave my life to his ministry shortly after. However, I will not lie and say that I stuck to that promise for the next 15 years. I let myself live and love things of the world without questioning them because I was saved and could not let go of things like drinking with friends, etc. I recently been climbing myself back into where the Lord wants me to be. Sorry for the lengthy response. No, dude. I thank you for the response. It's nice to meet you, Shu. You're not alone. I mean, everybody, we get saved, right? We all get saved, and then we're like, yay. And then we're like, I'm going to buckle down and I'm not going to do the sins anymore. And so we get rid of like the major sins on top. We scrape the sins off the top, and then we're like, we're good now. And then we go and do all the, the sins that we've approved that we think are a good idea. And then we have someone come into our life and go like, you shouldn't do those ones either. Or like, no, it's good. I'm a Christian. When I do the sins, it's different. And the older people are like, no, that's not how that works. And so later, after a while, we discover that, we can't baptize sin and call it good, and we end up, convicted. But yeah, you're not alone. Certainly, we all definitely go through that. Xanadu says, I've done several stupid things without thinking it through, such as wanted a better car, so went out and got it, approved for the car, and really should have waited because I was in a hurry, ended up being repossessed. Yep. Urgency. Yep. Getting caught up in the moment like that. Yep. That is definitely part of it. I did something to OBS where everything turned white. I'm not going to touch anything anymore. I don't know what I did. Becoming a Christian doesn't mean that we instantly get a dumb transformation. It takes a lifetime. True enough. So you made a mistake. So did your manager. That's dumb. I think part of it was also I was a Christian and nobody else was, and I think that had part to do with it. Like I did my job and I did it well. Yo, Woofler! Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Appreciate your prayers, and I appreciate your support, and I appreciate your friendship. Thank you very much for being here. You were awesome. We're just talking about doing dumb stuff and how fun it is, and then we don't like it. Gibraltar said there's a difference between taking something that's company property and taking something that's company getting rid of. Not that that's okay, but we still not as bad. Definitely not that we're being fired over. Yeah, I think there's probably more going on, but if he was looking for an excuse, that was the excuse. Thank you for the prayers, my friend. I appreciate that. It's a sign of bad organization. The personal is disposal of them like that. Ton of corrective disciplinary measures to take over before firing someone. Yeah, you think. Yo, thank you for the explosion. That was fun. Good to see you, Dragon. But yeah, they're dumb. I agree. That wasn't smart of them, and it wasn't good. And I could probably do something for wrongful termination, but God had a plan. Like it wasn't that long after that I ended up starting my first church. So we went through a whole Christmas because it was like December 23rd. Did I mention that part of the story? No, it's like December 23rd that they did that. Like I went over the whole Christmas season with no job. Boy, my wife is not super happy with that. Oh. You think that they would have been glad for your honesty? You'd think, but no, that's not how it works. I know in Gibraltar, it's a like I said, it was a dumb thing. It was dumb, I deserved it. Like that's the thing. I cannot look at them and say you're wrong. What I have to look at and say, I'm the one who started the snowball down the hill. That was me. I chose to do that because of a stupid decision, and that sin caught up with me immediately instead of waiting for a long time to do it. Right? So there, I did it to myself. I can't say otherwise. But I would also say that there are probably a lot of other, dumb stuff that I've got away with, right? I'm sure there's other ones that I've done that I got away with. No, well, that's it, right? Like, I'm a pretty honest person and have been, like for a really long time. I don't steal. I don't need to, I've never needed that. But it's certainly, been like, it's one of the things that is a qualification of an elder in the scriptures in the New Testament is that you need to be above reproach. And I take that real seriously. Living above reproach means that nobody can accuse you of anything, period, at all, ever. And so that means that you can go through life, and anybody who tries to throw something at you doesn't stick. So how do you do that? Well, you live in such a way that you make sure that you are doing things wisely. You're doing things with foresight. You're doing things without being selfish. Your appetites don't steer the ship. You do things that are really hard sometimes because you don't want anybody to misconstrue it, right? Sometimes it's super inconvenient, but for the sake of living above reproach, you do it the hard way. And I think that lesson was, part of learning that lesson from Blockbuster was, you know what? Even little tiny compromises that you think might be okay, and even if you apologize for it, can have permanent repercussions. So watch what you do. We were very poor growing up. I had 5 brothers. Mom was a single parent. I did not have enough money to make. I did not have enough money to make dumb decisions. Biggest mistake I ever made was getting involved in pornography. Yeah, that's a good dumb one. Yo, Game Tricks. Good to see you. How are you? Vibing? You be vibing, my dude? Yeah, porn, man. That's dumb. It's hard though. It's that's once you got that course, it's like drugs. It's awful. Like it's man, oh man. It's hard to stop. As anybody who's ever been addicted to pornography will tell you. Rather quit heroin. Me doing okay. Good. That's cool. How you doing, Amadeo? How's life? You got that job yet? You there? You working there? What's the situation? I feel like I ask you this once a week and it's always next week. I'll do it next week. You got to be working there by now, right? So today on stream, we're keeping it simple. Today is it's supposed to be Taco Tuesday. If you don't know what Taco Tuesday is, Taco is the Alliance for Creative Outreach, which in Tuesdays is when we do like a chat. You know, we do like a taco related chat or like a creator related chat. But since yesterday was an absolute disaster and I barely slithered in here on time, and you could tell by my go live that I was not in a good headspace, we're just keeping it simple today. So we're just going to have a chat, do a Devo, meet the awesome new people who are coming into chat, and then we're going to jump into Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is so fun. We're going to just have some fun running around Breath of the Wild, which is a game I like and I feel like I'm kind of good at. So there. Not yet. They got back to us. I had to go around, get background checks from Oklahoma City. Had to get $10,000 bond. I had to go to the place called Identigo. Really? Okay, so I had a similar thing. Okay, so I'm still working on paperwork from when my son died last January. So we're trying to get, through the courts or whatever. So we sent it in and it took, I don't know, weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks for them to get back to us. And the way they got back to us was, here's all the thing you did wrong. And it was just a list of stuff we did wrong, filling out the paperwork. Cause it's legal stuff. You got to get it like just right. And they're like wrong. And so the temptation is you either, go to a lawyer and give them $1,500 to get it done, or you take another crack at it and see if you can do it and just keep banging your head away at it until maybe it works. But it's a whole thing, man. Yeah. Talk about, going through paperwork and then it not working. That was a lot of work too. Like we ran around town. We had to get like people to stamp it and junk. Like it was a whole thing. Oh, thanks, Nurse Nerd. Appreciate that. Starting over. That's brutal, man. They shouldn't make it that hard. Why is it that hard? Is he at Fort Knox? Is he doing it for the FBI? Is he guarding the Hope Diamond? Is he going to England to stand in front of the Crown Jewels? Like, what is he guarding? Like, honestly. Yeah, no, I don't think anybody likes it, but man, sometimes especially if it's an important stuff, it's just so hard to do. Yep. And that's a little lesson, right? Never let your license expire. It's like nurses, right? Like once you're a nurse and you have a choice between either, like paying the $100 and doing the like whatever registry to do one more year, or, I might not need that. I'll let it lapse. Getting back to it is almost impossible. Like it just takes so much. So just keeping it up is a big deal. Yeah. Now I'm praying that we get enough money to pay the lot of his rent this month. Rough. That's rough. I hope so. I mean, then you can, then you can start making an income and stuff. That income's nice. Or so I've heard. But what about never mind. Because what about all the blessings of poverty? Well, I don't know, man. I'll tell you, I'm gonna sit down. And then we're gonna talk about since Legend of Zelda music's playing, it makes me want to play Zelda. But other than that, it is an AMA. If you are new here, or you have a question, or you're going through some stuff, or whatever like that, today every stream is an AMA. Ask me anything. And so by all means, ask me anything. My life is pretty much an open book, more or less. And I've got a lot of experiences. I got a master's degree. I've written some books. I was a preacher for about, I don't know, 20 years, give or take. And I've gone through a lot of difficult stuff. And so I love answering questions. If you want to chat about it, by all means, let's chat. Boom. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-doom. My hearing's in a week for disability. So once they approve it, I'm going to say they approve it. I have to wait, find out how long it's going to take to get the money. Yep. I mean, maybe you'll get the back pay, right? That's the thing, is that, you know, there have been times I've seen in people's lives where they finally do get around and then they get all the back pay and things are actually okay for a little while. The trick then is to not spend it. Stick it in the bank. Use it as income. Yeah, you got to go take a refresher course. Yeah. That's I have a friend who's a nurse, and she went through, you know, trying to get back. It's been brutal. Plus, you got union stuff. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Tell you what, I'm gonna start Breath of the Wild. If you guys want to keep talking or have anything you want to say, we can keep going. It's a good game to talk over, talk through, talk with, talk about. And then we're going to, yeah. I'm so sick of things breaking in my house though, man. I can always tell when it's spiritual stuff. Like, it's one thing to have, you know, financial struggles or whatever, and everybody goes through that stuff, especially these days. Man, groceries are expensive. But you can tell it's like it's a persecution. It's like there's like an oppression there, because stuff is just breaking, and you know, crazy things are happening. You kind of go like, this is like, it's a temptation to freak out. The question: are you gonna freak out? Are you gonna go compromise yourself? Are you gonna freak out because, you know, what if one more thing breaks? What if you know, like, you just kind of like, you kind of want to spaz, but you can tell because it's so much that it's not just like a you can tell it's not just like a thing that's happening, like just like, you know, whatever, it broke because things break. It's like it's active persecution at this point. Is the car fixed? We're not sure. We fixed it enough for it to work, and then all the radiator fluid drained out of it all at once. And so I went and we poured more radiator fluid into it the other day, a couple days ago, when we were running it, because the heat didn't work. We're driving a far away to a town to do something, and it was like minus 18, and then we're driving, of course, with the wind chill in the car. It was so cold in the car. And we got there, and you know, our mechanic's like, pour some radiator fluid in there. Maybe that's it. And so we did, and then it worked. So it was all good. So that was fine. And but yeah, no, that's, like I said, it's one of those things that it's hilarious to me. It becomes funny. It's one of those. It's so insane. It's funny because stuff just like breaks. Like, it's just, it like. If I was holding this and we were playing, if I was gaming and it just kind of snapped in half in my hand, even though it's like super beefy, I would be like, yeah, that's about right. Like, it wouldn't even surprise me. Like, okay. I can see that. I'm sure you've all been through it too. Just got the Korok mask. Now I'm finding them all over the place. Yeah, that's how it rolls, right? It's the leaf. It goes and it does a little spin. Yeah, those are fun. That's cool that they did that, right? You should get I should get back paid. Now that's what the plan. I'm not gonna waste it. 3 things I want to do right off the bat, or 4. I'm gonna pay off 2 loans. Good idea. Gonna pay my taxes. Good idea. Pay to put my dad there beside my mom in a mausoleum where he belongs. I know it sounds like a lot of money, dude. I hear you. Those first 3 things are important, because those are gonna bite you in the butt later for sure. That's getting out of debt, 100%. But you know, yeah, I hear you. Hold on one sec. Let's go. Make it up to help some with a word. I've been looking up synonyms, but I can't find it. Yeah, dude. AMA. The DD214 for them put a metal medallion. Oh, that's kind of fun. Does that mean that they're going to help you? Wait, didn't I not do this already? No, I got stuck on here because I had to leave because of an emergency, because that's what I do, emergencies. Test 1 2, test 1 2. Hello? 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 Can you not hear me? There are phrases that you don't ask why. Yeah, you can hear. People can hear? Okay, good. Okay, fire out. There are phrases there you just don't ask why, but you shrug in disbelief and say, yeah, why not? Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you know that. Oops, that's not the right thing. Yeah, I mean, at some point, and if you've ever been through like a time of like distinct difficulty and you end up just kind of laughing about it, you have to. You laugh or you cry. That's the only way to do it, is you either laugh about how dumb it is that you're going through what you're going through and how crazy difficult, or you just kind of, you freak out. Oh, it was loud at first. Oh, sorry. Haha. If it ends up too loud, you guys let me know. But yeah, what's the word, Samus? All right, so I remember how to do this. We know how to do things, right? First things first. There. And then it goes bonk. Yep. And then we put one there, as I recall. Oh, that didn't work. Nope, that wasn't right. Hold on. We're gonna break those two. Yeah, I mean, it was always hard for me as like a pastor. When, like, what do you say at the end of a sermon when someone walks up to you and says, "Good sermon"? Right? Do you say thanks? Do you say, what do you say? Ah, fiddlesticks. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Hold on. Oh, that was so close. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, that still didn't work. Oh, what? Oh, that's not a bad idea. I can, like, put it where the jump is. That's a good idea. Put it right here. Bonk. You're smart. Thank you. I'm dumb. Is Samus there? No. Okay, I'll wait for Samus to come back. I'll look for the word that describes the feeling you get when you are praised, but it makes you feel embarrassed. Thanks. Do you mind if I? Yeah, that's a good one, Lightgate. Yeah, I eventually got to the point where I was like, oh yeah, I can just like ask them more about what their lives. Then we can do some pastoral counseling. Ooh hoo hoo. That is true. But yeah, it's okay, a good word for when you're praised, but you're embarrassed for it, like for what you did. You are. I like words. Therefore, I'm going to try to figure this one out. That's a good word. Actually, we got a German in the crowd. They have words for everything. Winky got a good point. Yeah, I'm humbled. I'm yeah, what would I say? Hey, what's wrong with embarrassed? I mean, that's not a bad word. Your resourcefulness in overcoming this trial speaks of a promise of a hero. In the name of the goddess Hylia, I bestow upon you this spirit orb. Here, have my entire marble collection. Yeah, it's a good question, Wake. Let me process that for a minute. Where does it come from? I mean, a lot of things come from fear, right? Like that's. I'm gonna try to root it out in my own heart. Maybe we can find that word on the way by. So for me, like, why do I get embarrassed? Like, somebody comes up, you just did something cool, like that you actually really worked at, and you're embarrassed that they're bringing attention to you. It could be because you're worried that the people who helped you aren't getting credit, like you're stealing credit, like that's one. That the people that are part of your team, you know, or whatever, they're not getting enough credit. Or maybe it's that this person is going to hold you to a higher standard now, right? Like, you're like, please don't see me as this, you know, or whatever. Like, this is not the person I am. Please don't hold me to a higher standard. That could be it, right? For a long time, if I paid someone a compliment, I used to think they did not really mean it. If someone paid me a compliment, they're just trying to be nice. That has to do, yeah, there's a lot to do with, not depression. I guess you'd call it like self-esteem issues and whatnot, because truly, it's all in our head when it comes to someone paying us a compliment and then us feeling like we don't deserve it, or we did something, you know, we fooled them, or we are, you know, if they really knew who we were, blah blah blah. Like, it's legitimately all in our head, because when we pay someone a compliment, right? If you pay someone a compliment, are you ever like, I'm lying? I like lying to this person. Like, maybe if it's like, you know, like, do I look good in this shirt? And you don't necessarily look all that good in the shirt. Maybe. Because you know you've done that. But not most of the time. If it's something that you've actually done well, try and level an emote, but I use a similar one for when I get thanked, so I feel embarrassed. Yeah, I mean, embarrassed is such a long word for an emote thing, though. Shy? How about shy? I bet this is the Guardian. I don't even think I've been here before. Oh, chest. Yep. Do I have another shield? Well, I can put down the ugly shield and pick up a nice shield. Yeah, I can't think of a word. Like, if you go to thesaurus.com and you look up embarrassed, you're gonna get a bunch of different. I've done a bunch of different good words. That's what I would do. Whoop! Hello. Bong. Yeah, I knew one of these suckers was gonna be alive. I knew it. I hate that. Things that are alive, so annoying. Here it comes. Ha! Sucker. I'm gonna get dead. Leave me alone. I hate that. You can use magnesia to put metal weapon under decayed guardian and move it. In some cases, tip it over. Can you really? What? Calm down. I didn't do anything. No boodly boop 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 necessary here. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can flip this guy over then. I don't see any metal. Ba-da-bum-bum, ba-da-bum-bum. Okay, let's go put... You know what I can do? We can use my hammer, right? So if I just do this... And then we use magnesis. And then we put it over there. Uh-oh. Not far enough. That's not gonna work. I know, he was off. Yeah, Magneto. Yeah. You do something, you just... You know you're just gonna get more work. Yeah, you're not wrong. Alright, if I poke this guy in the head... Can I go a little closer? Can I bash him? I can't reach him! Come on! He's so close! Like, that's so annoying! Bonk, 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 bonk. Can you die? No, there's nothing. Here, stupid thing, I'll just smack you with this hammer. It's not doing anything! Yeah, and he's trapped in the ground, so... that's not working. Oh well. Back here. That was terrible. I try to be like the cool kids, you know what I mean? Like, I try to do cool kid stuff and it never works out. I've seen things online where people are doing rad stuff, and I am not a rad guy. I wish I was, but I'm not. We can just run away. Sucker. Aha. I don't even know where I'm going. Like, why am I going this way? Like, why am I even messing around with this guy? Maybe I should be somewhere else. Like, what's the mission here? Follow the yellow dot, and I'm not even doing that right. I'm supposed to go over that? Good gravy. Let's just stay on the road. Promise the group but need to practice. Yeah, that's true. They gotta be, you're right. They gotta be not stuck in the ground. I totally get that. All right. Am I gonna be in the right place if I go to the map? Here, go to the map. And I'm gonna try getting to there. Yeah, just follow this road. I'm okay with that. I never follow the road, and I'm okay with doing it. Ooh, that's a little bit of overkill there. Let's not shoot everybody with flaming arrows. No, dude, Nearest Nerd, please stop apologizing. I like you, and I'm thankful for what you contribute. I've never thought that your comments are bad in any particular way. I like it when you talk. Not when actively trying to kill you. I thought for sure that would help. I really did. All right, guys, come here. I like my boomerang, but I don't use it as a boomerang so much as I use it as a smacking things. So I got contacted by a Christian video editor who said, no, it's not a sword, it's a boomerang. Watch. See? Boomerang. You always gotta look in the water, because you never know. Throw your sword. No! Oh, see? I told you, there's stuff. There's stuff in the water. Okay, let's go. This is a great idea. I see no way that I can possibly do anything wrong with this. Come here, baby. There's no way this can go badly. No! Uh-oh, going down river. I'm in trouble. I'm gonna die. No, please don't die for a chest. It's worth it, though. I'm in trouble now. You know what we do? I've played this game before. You just do that, and then you're okay, because you can be in the middle of the water, and it's fine. Beleaguered. I'm beleaguered. I'm trying to help. I didn't give you any help though, Samus. I am a big believer in thesauruses though. My question is, why is this here? Like, is this supposed to be used for something? Like, if I put it back up here, is that what I'm supposed to do with it? Oh, Link, you silly boy. You don't need to be jumping everywhere. Yes, that's what I'm saying, Dragon. Thank you. And no, Zach. He said derisively. No, Zach. How many people get to use your name like that? Probably just your wife. I think there's something to throw it in over here. Yeah, there is. Although I'm totally gonna get hit by this big rock guy. Ready? Watch this. Go! Yeah! Ah, dang it. Hello? I'm throwing rocks. You want to help? What's your deal? Hey.
Yeah.
Grandma mom used to use it a lot. Just Zach. You aren't lost, are you? Oh no, it's okay. Everyone gets lost from time to time. The Dueling Peak Stable is to the south and Hateno Village is to the east. If you have a map, look at it as you travel. Thank you, Cheat Chip. My friend, I appreciate you so much. Yeah, you know you're in trouble when the middle name comes out. That's the sign of bad things about to happen. When the old middle name starts getting thrown around. Your Sunday name. That's funny. If you're sneaky, like this, you can get fireflies. But you gotta be super sneaky. Stealthy to the max. You like this one, Rusty? Yeah, I think this is probably... Is it my favorite game ever? I had a lot of fun with Spider-Man. But this is gotta be, you know what I mean? It's gotta be it's considered by many to be legitimately the greatest game ever made. And I'm so excited for Tears of the Kingdom. The only thing that I'm not excited for with Tears of the Kingdom is that it's possible that there's like building and I guess what's the word? Like grinding for materials. That's something that's got me a little messed up because I'm not a grinder, so I don't like that. Like as soon as I saw saw it coming, took it anyway. You okay, Link? You pre-ordered it already? That's cool. Good for you. How's the volume on that audio, by the way? Is it working for you? You pre-ordered it already? Okay, is it like on a disc or you mean digitally? Because I can totally see getting it, like wanting it. I can't see getting that game digitally. It will be too big and too screwed up. And then later, when you try to put it on, pick it up at Best Buy. That's the way to do it. Is that Hestu? Hestu, my man, my dude. Hi, friend. How you doing? Shakalaka laka. Shalaka? You can see me? I totally see you, bro. Yep. I'm not singing. I don't care how much you guys want me to. Although I do have a new game that I want to play with you guys on a Weird Wednesday. It's called One Hand Clapping, I think. And you have to sing in order to make bridges for yourself and stuff. It looks pretty fun. Tears of the Kingdom looks very machine oriented. Yes, that's what I was thought. Like there's like put wheels together and get the like the helicopters and junk. Been 100 years since anyone been able to see me. I'm Hestu and I need your help. Those monsters over there stole my maracas. I think they're still on the other side of those rocks. I can't use my powers without them. Or even make ninjas sing. No. I have lots of other fun things that will sing for me, okay? Right, it's my man Hestu. Yo, DJ. Alright, let's go get some maracas. One hand cannot clap. Yeah, I know. But that's the name of the game. Let's switch over to that one. Maybe we can hit him with a boomerang. My streamer, XtianNinja. Yo, what up, my dude? Good to see you. All right. The only way to do this is through the power of exploding people. Oh, tree in the way. All right. Whoops. That literally woke everybody up. That couldn't have gone any worse. Now what do I do? Yeah, that. Let's do that. Passive aggression. That's what we're looking for. Funny every time. Hey guys, take a look. You see that? You should look at it. Yeah, go look at it. I missed. No, I'm not throwing my sword at him. Although I have a torch, maybe. This is gonna take a little while. Maybe we can switch it up. We'll switch it up for another weapon. What sword should we use that you're so excited about? Let's use a rusty claymore. What are you doing, you big dummy? He's hard to swing. This thing's hard to swing. Are they just falling off? Did I kill them? You dead? Yep. I just knocked him off the bridge. No, you can't. They got nothing magnetic. So you can't pick them up. You can smack them around a little bit. Oh, I got my boomerang back. Like with a metal box or something. But you can't actually like pick them up. That's how. See, that is not how you do that. You don't. That's not the way they expect you to do it. I don't think. Is to just knock them off the cliff. But you can't argue with results. That's what I always say. Hestu! Hestu! Hey! How you doing? You know what they call a boomerang that doesn't come back? A stick. Shakalaka, those are my maracas, baby! Please give them to me! That's how I ask for French fries. When we're at McDonald's and I run out of French fries, I go, please give them to me! Shalaka! But wait, there's something wrong with my maracas. The Korok seeds inside are gone. So how am I supposed to dance now, Shoko? If I had just one Korok seed, I could sing, dance, and use my powers to help you. You see, I have the power of inventory expansion. So let me know if you find some Korok seeds. Practically speaking, is that like he has the power of giving you more pockets? Does he give you like a temporal containment unit? Rusty weapons can be repaired. What you do is if you go to that, I think it's in the lava place. There's places that they suck in. Instead of blowing out rocks at you, they suck in stuff. If you throw your weapon at one of those suck-in balloon monsters, they will actually spit out your weapon and it'll be clean. What's brown and sticky? A stick. You're hilarious. But wait, sniff, sniff, do you have a Korok seed? So a little bit of fun trivia here. Korok seeds are made of poop. Did you know that? They're not seeds, they're poop. You do? You've got a Korok seed from one of the forest children. If you give me one, yeah, you can have it. Shalaka. Which dash do I want? Weapon, bow, shield. I never pull out my shield. Just go weapon. Yeah, they're 9. I know. And if you all get all 900, you know what Hestu gives you? He gives you his own poop. And I'm not even lying. He does. Yeah. Da-da-da-da. I'm the best. Weapon stash expanded. I still smell Korok seeds. Yeah, we're gonna need a bow. Yay! Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, I gotta ignore Lumia stream. Have you guys noticed this new thing up here, by the way? I worked really hard yesterday to try to make the stream a little bit nicer for you guys. So on the startup screen, there is a very fancy thing. I'll show you. It's kind of fun. I put this together. See that new thing falling from the sky? I put that on there because I thought it might be cool. You guys might like it. And this, if you send a message, it shows up now because there was a problem. I was looking at my VODs and I'd be sitting here laughing at you guys' commentary and you guys would be putting cool messages in there and be like, oh, that's so true. But there was no context for it for anybody watching the VOD. They had no idea what I was laughing at or what I was responding to. So I sounded like a crazy person. In order to sound less crazy, now you can see your messages. You want a dragon on screen? You find me a good dragon background, and I'll do it. But it's got to be like a loop, and it's got to be cool. You find me a good looping dragon video, like a background kind of thing. I'll do it. Oh, look at the time. I need to get back before Grandpa yells at me, Shoko. Sorry, I have to go, but I still need some Korok seeds. So if you find some Korok So bring some to Korok Forest if you find any. Will do, boss. We did it. Ladies and gentlemen, we've done it. Why does he look like a bunch of broccoli? This is known as the Majora's Mask. So the Majora's Mask is a specialty item that you get if you have the DLC, and it comes in an EX box, the expansion box, which if you take a look at this, like there are a lot of EX boxes. Like you can get horse armor, you can get Royal Guard uniform, you can get a really fancy, cool looking, weird, like, outfit. There's all kinds of cool outfits you can get. But the problem is they are far away. And they are usually in somewhere very dangerous. So that's what we're gonna be looking at those later. Like I really want to find these, but I gotta get my Chica Slate upgraded to where it's supposed to be. Otherwise it's not gonna work. Hey man, if you go look on YouTube and you should use the word loop, or use the term motion backgrounds, or wallpaper engine backgrounds, and throw the word loop in there, you'll find something. I promise. I should have stole a horse. I mean, borrowed a horse. Sometimes you just gotta kill a chicken. Nope. And if you never played before, these are puzzles. Some of them are diabolically hard, and some of them are insanely easy. That one was easy. See, now I have a little piece of poop. It's exciting to gather poop. Look at the water running down. Isn't that cool? Come on, people. Graphics. Am I right? And you got to pay attention because some stuff around here is like legit hard to deal with. Like you gotta pay attention because if you miss it, sometimes you have to come all the way back. It's a whole thing. Like this. You got to gather those because when you get later in the game, they're like, okay, but the only way I'm doing this is if you give me 5 rubies, and you have to go gather them. Sometimes you got to kill a chicken. Okay, this feels suspicious. Like I'm supposed to be up there. It's so funny. You know what's funny to me? I have never been... I never take the actual way to go here. Hey, you, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Got a question for you, kiddo. You much of a mountain climber? I was back when I was your age. Nothing gets me going like the sight of a treacherous cliff, daring to climb it. I'm selling a few things I've picked up in my travels. Doesn't cost a lot to look. I'll take a look.
Oh.
Don't let the weather get you down. Tell you what, I'll sell you some of my special reserved stock to cheer you up. He gave me a mushroom, a carrot, and a frog. No, you can keep your crap, buddy. I don't need it. Goodbye.
Oh.
Bye, Lightgate. Thank you for coming. Did it not say goodbye? Did it pop up and give you a goodbye? Oh, no, you have to hit exclamation point goodbye. That's why. Chicken is good for you. Have you guys ever been here before? I was looking at some stuff online. I love learning about games, like the background and sort of the thinking. And this game is so dang intricate. What happened, buddy? Traveler, I'm so sorry. I seem to have twisted my ankle. Let's see here. You seem fine, old lady. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. You're apologizing to me. All right. Nana. Say, traveler. Yeah? Where'd you get that object hanging from your waist? Well, you see, it's a long story. There I was 100 years ago. Tells the entire story to old lady. With broken ankle. Ah, of course. That Sheikah slate is a symbol. It means you are the hero of legend. Though there are a few who know of such legends anymore. But we Sheikah have been waiting for you a very long time. Please, before all else, I must insist that you meet with our leader, Lady Impa. Where is she? Did you know they're programmed that no matter where they are, they'll point in the right direction? They're very smart. The programmers are very smart. Lady Impa's house is just below Lantern Falls over there. In any case, it was a real honor to meet you. I suppose that you're used to that, haven't lived as long as you are. Now, I was like dead for a long time, actually. Super long time. I don't know who I am. So it's kind of an honor to meet me. For me. Right? Just look at them and nod a couple times and they totally get it. There's a lot you can do here that you're not supposed to do. Like you can walk in here and steal all this guy's pumpkins, and then they get upset with you. You can chase kids around. You can cut down people's trees. One of my favorite things to do is there's a guy over here. He loves his cherry trees, and if you go find his cherry trees and you cut them all down, they get real sad. It's like they're like, this is the only income that we have and have for generations, and you just go chop them to bits. It's great. Hold apple. Put apple in thingy. Dang it. I said hold. Hold the apple. I always get it wrong because I've got a dang Nintendo controller and I've been on PC for way too long. A moved. There we go. And now that I've offered you that, I'm taking all the offerings back. Who are you? How dare you trespass on Lady Impa's abode? It always makes me nervous when somebody calls something an abode. Is that a Sheikah slate? But that would mean you are... It's impossible. Can it be? Yeah, bud. Get out of the way.
Oh.
I always eat the apples at least once before placing them. Yeah, right. You just... Oops. And I only had one. Please forgive us for behaving so rudely. No. Of course, we have heard of the legends from Lady Impa herself. Please, friend, go ahead and step inside. All right. I'm not giving it away. Yeah, take one of these and one of them and take that. That's what you get. Yeah, come at me, bro. I'm the hero of legend. You will pay me respect. Oh, this girl's got some story, let me tell you. She is adorable. She's the only character. Should I say this? Should I tell you guys? I don't know. This is a Christian stream. Between you and me. She's the only character in the entire game you can actually, like, be with, if you know what I mean. Like, You can, like, you know. She's the thing. She likes you a lot. Huh, is that a Sheikah slate? Could you be the hero my grandmother told me about? What was his name? Lim. It's true, though. Oh, it's not that I forgot. It's just bad with speaking. As for me, my name is Oh, my name's Paya. Phew, I got it out. I mean, poor thing. I know I should be able to say my name easily, seeing as how I know it's my own name at all. I'm so sorry. Anyway, my grandmother's been waiting a while for your return since I was little. Please hurry inside. You know what's really fun? When you take off all your clothes and you chase her around. But this is a Christian stream, so we won't do that. In this game, it's interesting. You can take a break in the middle of the battle to recover. Sure, you can stop halfway where you're flying and eat a bunch of things. Oh.
It has been quite a long time, Link.
Has it?
I am much older now, but you remember me, don't you?
Not a bit, lady. I think I'm about to flash back. Or am I? I forgot to take off Majora's Mask. All the cutscenes are going to be me in that ugly mask, by the way. What's the matter? You're looking at me as though I'm a stranger to you. Those eyes. They lack a light of familiarity. Grandma? Yo, J Money, thank you for the follow. How you doing? I love cutscenes where I'm wearing this mask. It's just so funny. It is I, courageous one. Impa, surely you must remember the name Impa. I think you've lost your memory. Well, it doesn't matter. In fact, that may actually be a blessing in disguise for the time being. Dearest Link, please come a bit closer. Yeah, isn't that funny when you got that mask on? 100 years ago. Yes, 100 years ago, when the kingdom of Hyrule was destroyed. After you fell, Princess Zelda's final wish was to place you in sacred slumber. And then, all alone, she went to face Ganon. Before Princess Zelda went to nobly meet her fate, she entrusted me with some words she wished to say to you. Why did you let me down, you big jerk? I have been waiting 100 years to deliver Prince's message. However, these words which the princess risked her life to leave you, well, if you're to hear them, you must be prepared to risk your life as well. I'm afraid that burden may be too much to bear without your memories, so I leave the choice to you. When you feel you're ready to receive the princess's message, return to me. Well, I'm here and all. I may as well.
Yeah.
The words the princess risked her life to impart to you, I cannot pass them to somebody who lacks conviction. Are you prepared to risk your life for the greater good? I don't know. If I was the hero. I don't know. What does it pay? What are the perks? Do you have dental? I guess I am, if I have to. Feed the dogs for me. Yeah. Water my plants. Yeah. Not a memory to your name, yet you're as intent as ever to charge forward with only courage and justice at your side. You have not changed a bit. Once a hero, always a hero.
Oh.
Very well. Since you've lost your memory, I'll recount for you all that's happened. Let's go cutscene!
The history of the royal family of Hyrule is also the history of Calamity Ganon, a primal evil that has endured over the ages.
I watched a video about the history of this.
Evil
Super
has
intricate.
been turned back time and time again by a warrior wielding the soul of a hero and a princess who carries the blood of the goddess.
Hylia.
With the passage of time, each conflict with Ganon faded into legend. So listen closely as I tell you of this legend that
Crazy that they
occurred
did 10,000 years ago.
years ago.
Thanks for coming by, J Money. I appreciate you being here. Do you like Zelda? Is this your jam?
Was then blossoming as a highly advanced civilization. Even the most powerful monsters posed little threat to the
that's a good
denizens
gamer tag.
of the realm. The people thought it wise to utilize their technological prowess to ensure the safety of the land should Calamity Ganon ever return.
Agreed. Let's do it. Set up those nukes.
They constructed 4 mechanical wonders that came to be known as the Divine Beasts.
That's also a good gamer
They
tag.
also built a legion
Divine
of
Beast.
autonomous weapons called Guardians.
Uh-oh. Why does it nuke the stream?
The Divine
Let me fix it. I'll fix
Beasts
it. I'll
were
fix it.
piloted by 4 individuals of exceptional skill from across the land. And thus, the plan to neutralize Ganon was forged.
Sorry about that.
Ganon's inevitable return to Hyrule, the princess
Northhill, good to see you, man.
and the hero fought alongside these 4 champions against
Yeah, that was good timing.
this ancient evil.
Megazords. Nice. Yeah, best biblical restaurant, man.
The
You know what I'm talking
Guardians
about.
were tasked with protecting
Oh,
the hero
where you eat or
as
drink.
the
Do all-
divine
I mean,
beasts
no.
unleashed
There's a better one.
furious
I did
attack
Devo on it just
their
today.
Terrible foe. And when the hero
No.
wielding the sword
I just
that
forget
seals
sometimes,
the
man.
darkness delivered his final blow, the princess used her sacred power to seal away Calamity Ganon.
Problem solved. Well done. Man, I sure love seeing you guys' name in chat. It makes me happy. Thanks for being here, you guys. I really, 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 really like hanging out with you guys.
Yeah.
100 years ago. And all the listeners, right? The Link's curled up in a ball. Are you done? Oh, sorry. Yes, I was listening the whole time. In preparation for the foretold revival of Ganon, we strove to follow the lead of our ancestors of 10,000 years prior.
Aw.
But in the end, despite our best efforts and careful planning, we underestimated his power. In order to avoid ever making that great mistake again, the princess left you these words. You ready, guys? Ready? This is the reveal. This is the big reveal. Prepare your hearts. Prepare your minds. Prepare the Kleenex. Here it comes.
Oh.
Free the 4 divine beasts. That's what she said. We just heard about that, Link. What are you dumb? The 4 divine beasts are the ancient Sheikah weapons wielded by the 4 champions who Ganon defeated. The divine beast Van Rudanya, controlled by Daruk of the Gordons. The divine beast Van Meadow, controlled by Rivali of the Rito. The divine beast Van Ruta, controlled by Mifa of the Zora. And the divine beast Va Naboris, controlled by Urbosa of the Garuto.
Oh.
It would be extremely ill-advised to face Ganon without the power of the divine beast helping you. You must infiltrate the divine beasts that were stolen by Ganon 100 years ago and bring them back to our side. More information about these divine beasts can be found by locating the 4 races scattered across Hyrule. Okay. I'm drowning in confusion. Welcome to my world. The Sheikah Slate will guide you on your way. You must go to where it tells you and meet each leader there. Okay. Main quest. All right, sounds good. Seems to be your Sheikah Slate is not yet complete. The device Princess Zelda left you, your guide, is your guide and also your memory. Now let's see. Someone at the research lab in Hateno Village might be able to help you. Hateno Village? Oops, I hit the B. Dang it! But I know where to go anyway. We've done this before. You just got to go to a place, and they fix it. You are Princess Zelda's only hope. And Hyrule's as well. You cannot turn back now. Follow your heart and seize your destiny! Ooh, big eyes there, lady. Calm down. All right, we did it. We got Impa. Can I have your ball?
Oh,
That chic heirloom been guarded by our tribe for generations. Don't touch it. Even for someone as esteemed as yourself, there are rules that must be respected. Aight. Can I steal stuff? What do you got to steal? Can I steal your stuff? It's up here, right? Aha! Someone's journal. Let's read it. This is Paya's diary, the little girl that's outside that was all embarrassed about us. It seems she's only started writing it. Let's read Paya's journal. What does she say? Grandmother says she conspired with Princess Zelda and Antipura 100 years ago. They decided to put a lone swordsman into a hello! I'm not doing anything. Just looking at the book over here. They decided to put a lone swordsman into a long sleep so as to prepare for a time that was foretold by legends. The name of that swordsman is Link. Since then, Grandmother has been waiting for him to reappear after all this time. I too pray that he awakens soon for the sake of Hyrule and for Grandmother's sake as well. La 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 la. Hi. I wasn't reading your journal. Master Link! This is my private bedroom. Kindly take your leave. I so want to go non-family friendly right now. It's like when I was playing by myself. Okay, so just so you know why it's funny and I'm not gross. A little gross. Is if you take off your armor and take off the mask and take off like everything and you stand in front of her, she freaks out. It's so funny. And it'd just be funnier because I've never seen her in her bed chamber. Like I've never seen this before. Should we do it? I don't know. Should we do it? Are you all adults? Are there any children present? All right, good. I must protect the heirloom. Okay. What else you got? All right, cool. Can I read anything else I can steal? Hey, you're playing Genshin Impact. I know. Isn't it nice? All right, fine. Oh, gravity. I love Genshin Impact. See that? That's probably important. Because it's like a that field that we were in. I'm guessing that it has something to do with something. I don't know what. Oh. We'll come back. Oh, more stuff to read. Reading's the best. My roommate is looking at me funny now. What are you watching online? That guy gross. What's that on Twitch are you on? You said you watch Christian streamers. You said something about being a pastor, missionary. What are you talking about? It's gross. You're gross. He's gross. He's a liar. He's a cheat. He's probably somebody that you shouldn't be trusted. He's disqualified as an elder. Delete that stream right now. Let's read someone's journal. Can you tell I've been through some stuff? The Journal of Various Worries. Anybody else? Hands raised. Anybody else have the Journal of Various Worries on their desk right now? I do. It's right. It's right over there. I have this. Shall we? Well, my wife left me today. The last thing she said to me was, "What's more important, the cuckoos or me?" I chose the cuckoos, the bowmaster. A painter unfamiliar to any of us has arrived at the village. He claims he is searching for a great fairy fountain. But that's near where the village spirit protector resides. We must make sure the outsider doesn't learn of the location of the fountain or the two shrines near it. Anonymous father of two. That guy in town looks like he really knows how to tune a bow. I hope he comes by and knocks an arrow for me. It's been way too long. Lonely arrow girl. Cuckoos are the birds, right? The chickens? Day in, day out, I'm outside barking at people into the I'm barking people into the shop. I don't mind, really. It's good money, and busying myself helps numb the pain. But the only thing that really helps me feel better is walking among the fireflies. Unfortunately, we've now been asked to not walk around at night because it's dangerous. I don't know how I can cope without the fireflies. Struggling shop girl. There's a precious heirloom that has been passed down through my family for generations. Recently, I've begun to hear voices telling me that the heirloom has an important destiny. It's going to happen soon, but it makes me nervous, and I can feel it in my bones. Whoa, we can go solve some problems. Probably daytime now. We've been in there for a while. Oh no, it's still raining. Yo, Denaldi, what up? Howdy to you too. I want to go find the lady who wants to walk among the fireflies. I have one firefly. Are you the lady who walks among the fireflies? Hello? Do you want fireflies?
Hey.
Can't remember the last time we had a customer here. Why are you standing there? Young folks in this village don't have much use for a bow. It's a thrill to see a young lad like you coming into the shop. Well, don't mind me. Take your time looking around. Farewell. Oh, you're planning to leave already? That's too bad. Been there, dude. This is how I do sales. Well, here's a little advice. If you need money, go ahead and sell some ore. Any shop will find will pay it. Give you money. All right. What do you got here? You got arrows. You got more arrows, and you got some fire arrows. All right. Let's see if we have any ore we can sell. That's right, my good man. I knew the moment I saw you. I figured you for one heck of an archer, and I'm head over heels for a fine slice of man that can use a bow. Nobody's ever called me a fine slice of man. Why is that? I'm gonna go ask my wife to call me that from now on. So how about it? Why not take out that bow and show me something special? You got it. I like your attitude. All you gotta do is light the torches by the goddess statue. Think you're for the challenge? Sure, why not? You got it. Just the thought of a young hunk drawing a bow makes my day. Cool. I'm gonna need some of those things though, okay?
Yeah.
I want to sell. I need some money. Here, you can't have a ruby. You can have opal. Okay, that's 120. I think I can afford some fire stuff now. Cool. More importantly, don't forget your promise. I remember the promise. We gotta go get some fire arrows. How many were you thinking? I'll just take one. Because that's all I need. I'm a really good shot. Let's go find the goddess statue, I guess? Can you do that in the rain? Oh, there's the goddess statue. Alright, easy enough. I don't think I can do two at once. I have to spend 5? That's no good. Here we go. It's waterproof fire? That's the good stuff. Well, I have 7, and I get 5 shots. Let's see how we can do this. 1. 2. You are such a dirty liar. Denaldi? We have to come back when it's not raining. Actually, let's go find a hotel. Are you a hotel? No. Are you a hotel? Hotel, turn around and go to the left. Okay. Turn around. That way. It's neither. It all didn't work. There's a carrot man, and there's a bucket man. What did I do wrong? Whoops. How did I pass it? There you go. We'll go to sleep until it's done raining. That's what we're gonna do. It's 11:50 a.m. Hey, you, wake up.
Ooh.
Hey, who are you? You scared me half to death. Regular bed.
Ooh.
Thank you for the sub, Kishu.
Blessed to know you and be part of this community. I'm
Thank you.
Underscore
I appreciate
carrot.
it. What did that say? Underscore carrot? What was that? It's about carrots. Anyway, thank you so much, Keisha. I really appreciate that. Thanks for coming in. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the lurk. Very kind. Very, very nice of you. Yes. All right. You're awesome. You're awesome. She's a good creator too. And I'm sorry that you kind of hit the wall there. Was it yesterday? Are you streaming today? I know you're lurking. Stop asking questions. Are you all right though? No, you. Oh, that's cute. Good. That's a good one. Is that you? Ginger. That's a cute thing. Love it. Okay. Please don't be raining anymore when I get out. Just sore from overhauling my bedroom. Yeah, I hear that. I'm such a I love organizing stuff like that. Like I'm a big fan of like just rearranging everything in a room just for fun. But it's one of those things I do. Then this isn't, no criticism of you. But it's one of those things I do. Wait, I can do this for cheap. Hold on a second here. I've just come up with a plan. It's one of those things I do when I want to waste time. Like when I legit want to just be like, you know what? I want to feel like I'm doing something without actually doing anything. Who knows how to do stuff? Come on. Did it work? We good? Yep, we did. Let's go. I forgot where I was going. I think it's over here. So instead of oh, really? Okay, what makes it better? What makes the desk better? Because I love my up and down desk. This thing is great. I wish I would have got the L-shaped one though. Like if I had to do all over again and I was redoing this room, what I would have done is I would have gotten the L-shaped desk. Yeah, there you go. And it goes up and down like mine raises, because I'd be able to have more real estate obviously for my desk, but I'd also be able to have my computer on my desk. Right now it's over there and the wires just kind of go up and down. It's so like I love my stand. I wouldn't be able to be here if it wasn't for my standing desk. I think I might actually break. Hey kid, I saw you. You were amazing. Boy, what a shot in the heart that was. My husband's a fine archer himself, but we're living apart right now. This feeling, it's been so long. I'm so excited right now. That really was something special to see. In fact, here, a token of my thanks. 20 rupees. If only my husband hadn't become so obsessed with cuckoos and had kept up with his archery skills. If only. You know what? Let's go solve a problem here. Where's the cuckoo guy? We found him earlier in the day, right? Maybe we can get this couple back together. Where's the cuckoo guy?
Yeah.
Oh, here. This guy right here. You too. Thank you, Kishu. Oh, okay. This guy's got actual issues. Yeah, okay. This is a problem. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to solve this guy's problems at all. This room probably really smells. Okay. Quiet. Where is he? You'd think he'd be here. Huh. Okay. Well, back to the adventure then, I guess. Can I stock up on anything? Like, should I should buy some clothes. Maybe I can... Yeah, maybe I can get some armor here. Open the door, Link. Open the door, Link. Our clothes at the tops. Oh, I don't have any money. Welcome my enchanted high-end boutique. We exclusively stock the special garments of the Clary collection. In fact, that stealth chest guard over there is highly recommended. Oh, and we also buy anything you don't need. So just talk to me when you're ready. All right, let's go to the Clary collection. The Clary collection is a high-end collection, but by me, Clary, of course. I personally selected each and every item here using my flawless fashion sense. It is highly recommended. Each item has its own unique features and abilities, so have a look. Do you need something else? Go ahead and ask me for anything. Let's go see how much they cost before we do anything. I have no rupees, I bet. Oh, isn't that lovely? It's limited edition, enchanted exclusive. While you wear it, your footsteps are nearly soundless, so it's perfect for hunting and stuff. Oh, but it offers very little defense. Small price for extra stealth. Well, I actually don't have any armor at all. So there's a tunic. It's only got, yeah. So the hood, I will get 3. See, 1 out of 3. And this year, I will go from 1 to 3. This year, I'll go from 3 to 3. It's the same pants. I have the pants already. This one here, though, that is... Oh, it's even less. The pants are less. The stealth chest guard is less. The stealth mask is less. How much money do I need? 500? 700? 600? I don't have that much. Like, can I even sell anything with that? I got like 1 ruby. And it's not worth much. Yeah, I ain't gonna do nothing. Oh, what are you? Hearty seafood rice balls. Nice. Yeah, I can't buy nothing. All right, we'll run around in my Switch shirt. That's what we'll do.
Yeah.
No. Let's go. We're gonna go to. Those are the Divine Beasts. We do not want to go to the Divine Beast yet. That is not a good idea. But this is... There's Lock Mementos. That's the next spot we're going to go. Yeah. From what I recall, there is a ferry around here somewhere. Like if I go behind, I think. Like over there, I could actually go to the fairy fountain. But she wants 50 rupees when I get there. That's not going to work. I am headed the wrong way. No, I'm good. We just gotta leave town and turn left. Or, you know, climb that hill. Which we cannot do yet. You can get something called Rivali's Gale later, which is basically like a booster where you fly up into the air, which is super helpful. But right now, I do not have it. So we gotta do the long way, gotta walk. Like some kind of plebe. Somebody look up what a plebe is. I use that word probably twice daily and have for my entire life. But I looked it up a few times. I keep thinking it's like an initiate, right? Like the level 1 initiate type dude. But I'm not entirely sure if it is. You can eat those frogs. You can turn those frogs into stuff. Can I climb that? I bet I can. Oh, probably not. This is probably the easiest way to do things, right? Yes, no? What's a tree? Like, why is that big black blob there on the map? By the way, how do you like my new setup when it comes to the, How do you like my setup with the chat? Is it helpful? I hope it is. Now we're talking. Sapphire's good for you. Because I was trying to think, you know, what's the most unobtrusive way to do this? I didn't often use a chat that disappears, because I just leave it on there because people like it. But I figured, see what it's doing right there? I figured that the way to do it is if it goes on there, stays for a little while, everybody can read it, but then it gets out of here so that it's not going to be obtrusive to the game. I think it's a great idea, if I do say so myself. In the US, it's an insult, usually meaning some kind of, year 1 initiate. Yeah, that's what I thought. But then you've been stuck like that for 10 years. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Alright, so now we're on top. Should we go over there and get that... Should we go get that tower? Probably should. That makes less noise. Isn't it cool that you can literally make less noise depending on what you're wearing? I just think it's so neat. You see the little purple thing in the corner, the little purple circle? It's telling you how much noise you're actually making. So you can chart it by whether or not the monsters can hear you. Everything about this game is so intricate and so cool. Oh, hello. Oh, and want to see a trick? Here, I'll show you guys a trick. This is one that some people don't know. Maybe you all know it. If you take this and you grab the choo-choo jelly, right there. You go hold. That, and you drop it. Right? And then you take the fire arrow. I guess we could do the ice arrow too, but I have 5 arrows, so we'll do that. And do this. See? It turns into a better choo-choo jelly, and then they're actually worth more money. Isn't that cool? You can actually sell them for more. Thank you for the lurk, DJ. I'm just gonna see what it's like from up here. Uh-oh, maybe I'm not actually gonna see what it's like from up here. Go, Link! Oh, yeah, that did not work. Still sliding. Still sliding. Well, I tried. Because I feel like if I was up here and I was on top, I could float across to that tower. But it might be too far away. I guess we'll see. Usually you get on top of this kind of thing and you're going to find a rock that you got to pick up. But there are no rocks up here. That's kind of a bummer. Okay. So we're headed that way. See that tower right there? That's actually the location we're going. That's the tower. So we got to go all the way through a bunch of towns and jazz. But I'm not going to get that tower. I should though. I'm not going down. Alright, we'll just see how far we can get. I think there's a dragon on that mountain. There's definitely stuff going on that mountain. I think what's really neat about this playthrough that I'm doing right now is the fact that I've never been any of these places. Like, oh, there's a Hinox. We don't mess with them. Not yet, we don't. We could go in there and probably do some damage. Does he have ankle things? No, he does not. Like, we could probably go in there and do some stuff, but I will die. You want to try? What do we got? A broadsword and a shield. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Let's right between his legs here. Here you go. Ow. See. Shoot him in the eyeball, shoot him in the eyeball. And then run away! You actually don't. Hold on. Oh, whoa! Why are we doing a software update? That's not what I wanted at all. Come on, give me your eyeball. Where's your eyeball? Oh, he's gonna hit me with a tree. I should eat. Why don't we just eat? That's a thing. No, he's covered in his eyeball. No, I'm in trouble. Run away. Run away, run away, run away. Oh, crap. He's smarter than me. How can Hinnixes be smarter than me? I'm the hero. Oh, I'm in trouble. My bow's damaged now, too. We can do this. We can do this. Stop for a mushroom. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Darn it! I almost had him. Run away. Hold on, I need a new bow. That's not a very good one, but we're using it anyway. Oh, I'm running out of arrows, man. He's gonna run out of trees eventually, right? This is taking too long. I just decided to take him on. I'm sure there won't be a problem running up behind, right underneath his toes. All right, let's see where it's saved. Probably where I was like up in the top, waiting. Huh. He only let me get one shot in. Yeah, we'll come back when we've got a bit more, I don't know, skill, dexterity, intelligence. I mean me, not like the character. Running with the goats. It's a lot of goats. There's a lot of goats. Gravy. Sometimes you can knock them off the cliff. I'm really high up. Did you know if you cut down some bushes, on occasion, sometimes, you'll actually get a fairy? But not always, and almost never. Just like in the regular, like back in the old-timey Zelda. Hi, Fox. When you put your teeth under a pillow. Next time bring a chicken. That's a good idea. I've seen that online. Can't remember what you do. I think you have to leave the chicken and then it hits the chicken. Like you can't like hit the chicken for it because then you're the one in trouble. You gotta carry a chicken the whole way though. That's a lot to ask of a guy. Carry a chicken that far. Talking to my daughter yesterday, and I was saying how. Think I can make that? If I don't make it, I'll kill myself. But not like in that way. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was talking to my daughter yesterday about you know how tempting it is because I have this RTX card that I could theoretically like use software, you know, to like beautify myself or to clean up my face so I don't you know, whatever. And she's like, well, you got the voice, like you got a decent voice, so why don't you just become a VTuber? I'm like, that's not what I was looking for, honey. The correct response was, oh, Dad, it's not that bad. Your face isn't that scary. Oh, that's true. Stream avatars. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Here's a bad guy. We can be all sneaky, though. The thing about this game is that you don't always have to... Hello. You don't always have to. Hey, look at that. Traveler's shield. Is that a better shield than what I have? It is. Let's drop this ugly one. Pick up the traveler's shield. Nice. That's a hearty radish. Those things are helpful. If you cook those, you get a ton of hearts. Okay. Is it weird how they pulse? Isn't that weird? Like that little flag there. Like, what's this? What is here? What is this? Like, this is something in the story, right? Someone is here and they got a little flag and they like put their little area up, and then you add the fire. Like, you can build the fire, but then like, why? What are you doing? I bet at some point in the game, somebody comes there and goes camping. A hardy radish. Up. You know what? Boop. Boop. Whoop. Hold on, one more. I missed. Put away. Take that. See? Told you. Get a fairy sometimes. Okay. I've never killed anything with a boomerang before. I feel really cool. That's the first time in the history of me playing this game that I've ever killed anything with an actual boomerang. That's so fun. But I got a fairy. You see that? You cut the grass, and occasionally have fairies. What? Oh wait, hold on. I gotta get your bat. There. Back it with his own bat. That always feels so good. My boomerang came back. You know what? We're just gonna skip this guy. I ran out of boomerangs. Yep. You guys can. What are they doing over there? He's like having a little chat. That's so fun. Look at them being all friends. See, I read your message about the guy, or the basement and whatnot being even worse than usual, but I'm like, how? I don't. And I'm not saying I'm saying you're not telling the truth. I'm just asking the question: how is it getting in there that much? Like, I get that you have like, I don't know, bar. I guess I don't know what the word is. Like, you got like holes and whatnot, and it come through. But like, there's got to be a way. Oh, this is one of those I need health potions for. I can't actually climb this one. Can I? Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. Maybe I'll make it. I'm sitting right by the air purifier. Morning one seemed to come from upstairs. Yep. See? You need to make a potion for this one. Just to be able to get through it. Or can you can't burn it, right? Nope. Oh, you can. Holy crowley. Well. Alrighty then. Although I am signaling every single... Get on there! Climb, you dummy! Yeah, okay. You know what? Let's try this again. Feel pretty good about this. Starts on fire. Then you get wind. Give me the win. Give me the win, dang it. All right, never mind. I thought I was going to be smart. All right, have a good one, Tam. Neither innocent right by the air purifier. I feel so bad for you, Tam. It's just such a bummer. Not fair. Not that life is fair, but still. To have that kind of problem consistently. I didn't know you could set those things on fire. I mean, I did because I did it, but I just never thought of it. All right. Rest. Go. Nope. Dang it. I guess we'll take it slow. And then I think we can just float right to Impa's house. Like, legit. You don't even have to, we don't have to mess around with it. Just float over there. But you only got to do this once. For each tower, you just got to do one horrible, annoying trip. Oh. Hang on a second here. I think we need to do a bit more. I only have one left. How do I... Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, here we go. What? How did that not work? Yeah, dough is right. Wait, how's that not working either? What? Can I just get on top of that? Like, hide in it? It won't let me get in there? Really? That's gonna be a bummer. Yeah, that's a bummer. Ah, fiddlesticks. No, it did not. So if I hit refresh and do it again. Oh! It's just a thing, man. It's a dumb thing. Oh, man. Okay, well, you know what? I don't have enough material to do this. So we'll come back, shall we? Silly Billy. That last arrow annoyed me, though. Be able to shoot that thing and the arrow didn't actually light the stinking torch stuff on fire? That's so annoying. Far enough to be able to see anything? I don't think so. So, right? Especially when it's the solution to the problem. I'm not saying it's the solution to all problems, but I am going to say it's the solution to a lot of problems. Well. Deep bad guy. We don't go over there. These are bad guys. Oh, wait, we can save that guy. Let's save him. Hey, you. Also you. Hey, you. Reward me. Hey. Give me things. Oh, ow, 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 ow. And here I was just telling Megan to be more careful of her surroundings. Still, for hearty truffles, I'd put up with worse. Nope. That's not a reward. Give me a reward! We were minding our own business, hunting for truffles, and then wham, monsters came out of nowhere. I blame my sister, really. She's the one who refuses to go home till we find hearty truffles. Oh, you guys are just the worst. More fireflies. I bet that lady that likes fireflies is going to be like, can you give me 100 fireflies? I can take on some more bad guys. Or just go where we're going. You know, there's no reason to... that's a dangerous guy. We don't like him. Last thing I need is a blue guy coming at me. What a nice town. Isn't it nice to be here? You know? Hey, you. What?
Huh?
Who are you? I demand answers. If you're up this late, you're probably up to no good. I'm a traveler in a crazy mask. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, no kidding. Damn, I see that. Yes. Huh? You certainly do appear to be Hylian like the rest of us. Do I, though? Hylians are generally good folks, so sorry for getting all worked up. You're free to go. We're just a waypoint on your winding road, huh? Ah, the life of a traveler. Well, you can get most of the things in the general store, and the inn is just back there. How helpful. So, I'm trying to think if it's in this village that you can meet a guy that, like, gives you a grand tour of the whole place, and then he, like, leads you from place to place to place to place. Just kind of introducing you to the whole town. Hey, these are the guys that build your house. Hey, you. I need a house. You have a house? You build me a house. No? Maybe you're over here. Hello? Surely you have a house to build me. No? In there. Dang it. Can't count on anybody anymore. I'm pretty sure that's the house they give you, too. Yeah, no kidding. Stop smacking my house. Yeah, this is ends up being your house. If you I don't know what you have to do, but you have to get a house.
Yeah.
Morning there. Another day, another rupee. What are you doing? Working, as you can see. This old house here has been abandoned. Everyone in Hateno village agreed we should just demolish it. The old owner apparently went off to the castle to report for service. Never came back, never wrote, or so the story goes. Hard work, huh? Yeah, I wouldn't want it any other way, to be honest with you.
Ah.
Hello? Phew. This house isn't looking any less demolished despite all this effort. What are you doing? I'm gonna see if I can buy it. Working? Old owner went to... Yep, there we go. I'd buy this place! Well, I'm not in real estate, so I can't really help you there. If you're really interested in the place, you need to have to talk to the boss. Where's your boss? Is he up here? I've never owned the house before. I'm actually really excited about the idea of owning the house because it's something that I've never done. And what's cool is that, like, if you get weapons and stuff, you can... Oh my, that's a dangerous thing to have at my house. You can actually get, like, pictures on the walls and stuff. Like, you can like save trophies. Yeah, I'm gonna set off a cutscene over here or something. I think I have to do stuff. There we go. Told you guys I'd skip those from now on. You see the camera shake on that? I wonder what happened. It's funny. I don't remember any of the shrines. But if I get this one, I get another heart. That's all that matters. Yeah, for every 4 shrines you conquer, you get another heart. Please don't be the... Ugh. When it's a big To you who sets foot in this shrine, I am Maya Magana. In the name of the goddess Hylia, I offer this trial. Mayam Agana apparatus. It's an apparatus one. I knew it was going to be an apparatus one the moment I came in here. You guys ever seen these? They're so annoying. But you can cheese it. That's what matters. I know how to cheese it. You take your controller and you turn it upside down. And you twist it around. And you get it ready. And you go. Okay, right there. Oh, almost got it. There you go. And then put it down there. And we got it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Little dog lady demanded that you go buy 10 friends and a goat. Exactly. You've been here before. Did I? Oh, I didn't cheese it enough. That's too bad. I don't even know if I want that weapon. You never know what it is. We're just gonna not. Ah, you know what? I said I was gonna get it all. We're gonna get it all. There's no reason not to. We're here. It's there. It's not even that hard to get. Even though I totally feel like I'm gonna fall off of this ledge. Even realize I have like legit fear of heights. It goes like this. There. Then you can get on there. Okay. Just got to do a real good jump. Ready? Yep. Oh, that was wrong. I did the wrong thing. I'm wrong. No. Darn it. I didn't do a good jump. I did a bad jump. Yep. But I'm okay. That's what I was trying to do. Yeah. What you said. Yeah, that's a good one. That you can do faraway shots for that with that. That's a good bow. I don't mind that one at all. Let's ditch one of the old other ones. Like that one. Now I just have to remember how to get back. From what I remember, I just like float from here. Can I do that? Climb, buddy, climb! No, no, no! Link, no! Did I get to keep the bow? Garlic, ginger paste, and green curry mix. Oh, dude, that sounds so good. Fine, I'll eat. But only because I have to. And I'm having steak, whether you like it or not. 3 steaks. That's what I'm gonna eat. 3 steaks. Do I have to just jump it? Oh, I don't know how to get off. I'm in serious trouble. You guys know how to get off of this thing? I don't. All right. Oh, is this it? No. That is not it. Darn it. I think I might be in trouble here. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, we did it. We did it. We did it. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. We've accomplished the task. Thank you very much. Woo! Only cost us our life 5 times to get a bow, but that's okay. Yeah, resourcefulness speaks of a hero. You want a marble? Then he gives us a marble. The end. Okay, we should probably find someone to raid out to. Now that we've gotten ourselves to a nice little pause spot, we get up to the top. We haven't got to the village yet. The next thing we're gonna do is gonna be about 1 million cutscenes, so we're good. We've arrived. So who's on these days? Let's see. 24 people? 24 friends are live? I don't even think I had that many friends. Boop. 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 It's always the end at some point. Come on. There's no way for it not to be the end at some point. Who's on? Let's see. Who do we want to go to? It's easier to do when you're on the actual website, like legit seeing who's on. Checkpoints on. Save point. We haven't launched a save point yet. What is save point doing? That poor guy's by himself. Let's go do save point ministry. Because he's only got one guy watching, and it kind of breaks my heart because he's a cool guy. He's a really nice guy. Okay, we'll just do it by hand, manually. / raid. No, that's not a slash. Raid. Save point. Min. All right. Thanks for coming, guys. Man, it's been great. You guys have been a healing balm to my soul, as they say. Tomorrow's going to be Weird Wednesday. We're going to jump into weird pictures, and maybe we'll even do a silly thing now and again. But thank you for being here. I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll try to look after myself. I appreciate you guys so much. I really do. Let's go say hi to Save Point. See you in a bit.